All right, we're on time. We're on time. Let me make sure we're live. Because we can be on time to nothing. Okay, we got one. We got one. We got one. We got two. We got two. We got all three. So I'm gonna ask a question I already know the answer to, and that's: Are we live? I said, are we live? And it looks like we are. Vigilante Williamson with the 191st episode of VW Casual. It says in the title, it'll be the last one for a little bit. Hopefully just a few weeks, maybe less. I see Nosferatu was here at one point saying good luck on the move. Thank you. And I see Richard here. That's cool. Not sure how long it'll be. I'll probably get a phone stream up. I may do a phone stream this Sunday. I don't know. I'll probably do a stream from my phone at some point, and then but I'm eyeballing May. Maybe I can pull off a NFL draft stream one of the draft days. I don't know. Yeah, vertical propaganda. We'll probably get a vertical propaganda. Maybe even Sunday. Maybe after I've moved and maybe a little settled in. So yeah. So moving Saturday is the day. I've been moving stuff over before then, and it feels endless. It feels like goodness. I have so much shit, and I've been throwing away shit too. It's not like I'm keeping everything. I just got so much garbage. House tour. I don't know. That seems like it might be a bit much. I mean, people do it, right? I may do studio tour. I wanted to do a studio tour here. I never did. Like you, I know. People I know, maybe. Like, I've sent stuff to, like, family. But, like, I don't know. Especially because, I got a Corpo McDonald's house. So, it ain't laid out the same. Yeah, I think I might have even sent you something. Yeah, so there you go. But, yeah, I'm excited and nervous as hell. I'm more nervous than anything. I'm nervous that rather than not be able to keep the damn thing with all the expenses. I'm nervous just about life. Nervous about getting older and feeling like I accomplished. It is an accomplishment, but it's very deflating because it's so much stress, and then you finally do it, and it's just more stress. You don't really get a payoff. You do because I have a new house, right? But just it doesn't feel like it's not or at least I haven't hit that point, that payoff and calm point. Maybe I hit that point in 6 months. I'm like, okay, I have my own house, and I've been paying bills, and this is now the new normal. Maybe that's where I'll have that more fulfilled, more like accomplished feeling. But right now, it's just like, okay, gotta do this, gotta do that, gotta do this. I know I don't like talking about this. You don't either, but your boy wants. Megan Fox is Poison Ivy. Who's your boy? You talking about Sparkly Man? Robert Pattinson? We'll see what they do with this Batman. They got honestly, that's what I first thought Scarlett Johansson was gonna be Poison Ivy. But then they said I think she's Harvey Dent's wife. Your other boy. Shit. Oh, you talking about your boy. You talking about Gunn? Man, fuck James Gunn. He's not even gonna have a job that long. This is last year. I think. I don't see. Unless that Supergirl is a major hit. It's literally all on that. I don't even know if he's still doing Clayface. I haven't seen anything on it. He's literally depending on that Supergirl to be a hit. Now listen, I say that men lie numbers don't lie. If that shit make like 800, 900 million out the orange, and it's like one of those surprise hits, then he might be around longer. Cause sometimes things are just hits because it's like ain't shit to do. You know what I mean? He's just like, hey, it ain't gonna be shit out really. I don't know when the Spider-Man come out. As long as it ducks that Spider-Man, it should be like, well, it ain't shit to do for ain't nowhere to go. Let's go see Supergirl. You know what I mean? Some people will do that, and you can get enough people doing it. Hey, LDG, appreciate you being here. I have to get in contact with you just at some point soon. Maybe after the move. Marvel should release some random shit out of spite. Marvel should just release good shit out of spite. Shit. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with this Spider-Man. They got Punisher in it. I every single one of the Spider-Mans have had guest stars. Honestly, except I guess the one with Mysterio really didn't. But the other two definitely did. Obviously with Toby and Stark, RDJ in the first one. So, and this one you got have the Punisher. You're gonna have other characters. Looks like Bruce Banner's involved, and looks like he might be mutating. You also have, speaking of the Punisher and just that Netflix now Disney Plus verse, the Hand is going. I wonder, are they going to have any of the other Defenders? Which that I don't know how much motion that really created. That Defenders verse they did on Netflix. I don't know the legalese of everything of using that verse. I know Netflix has some claim to it. So I don't know how all that's going to go, but apparently the Hand is going to be a part of it, and they were a part of that universe as well. So I don't know how much it's going to be a carryover. I don't know. Yeah, ironically, the one I didn't see is the one that everyone loves. I saw the first two. I didn't like them. I didn't like either. I mean, another more irony. I thought Michael Keaton better known as Batman, but he was the Vulture in the first one. He was a pretty good villain. Honestly, he was, most of the stuff Michael Keaton does, he does well, man. Say whatever you want, man. And most of the stuff he does well. Even if he's only in there for a little bit, he gonna do his thing. Even in that fucking bullshit Flash movie, he did his thing. So he did his thing in that first Tom Holland one. He was cool, and he made sense. He was like, he ain't that much different from start. The fuck. He you know what? That's crazy. He probably is the best Batman this decade. And he only was in 10 or 15 minutes of The Flash. But that was as good as we've gotten for Batman this decade, period. And I know there's the marks for Sparkly Boy. He got his fans. Some people, that's why they hire certain people, because they do have a crew of stans. That's why they hire James Gunn. He has a crew of stans. That's why they go off of your social media so much more, because they know that's a built-in fan base to exploit, and that's a built-in fan base to defend us. That's what I am starting to realize. Sometimes we talk about how stupid these execs are, and they can be very stupid. Don't get me wrong, but they do have. There's a method to some of the madness. There's a method. You want to do an Owlman movie? Do it. Shit. But yeah, Keaton, he probably is going to be the best Batman this decade. But there's a method to the madness. That's why they get people who have, like, followings. So that's why they got Sparkly Boy. That's why they're going to get whoever else. That you talk about Megan Fox. They want to get people, even if they're not as relevant, they still have pop fan bases. They want established fan bases. It's harder to make a new star. I guess they're trying with the Supergirl and the Superman. They both. Well, Cornsweat was around, but I had never seen this bitch before. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift was Batman, Catwoman, and Pattinson. I ain't gonna go that far. Even though at least Travis Kelce lift weights. God damn. God, I ain't trying to body shame nobody. I'm fat as fuck. How this verse gonna work without a Catwoman? Well, I mean, she did exist in the Pattinson verse. I left. I don't know what happened to her. Cause and then they're making this Brave and the Bold verse. I don't know what's going on there. That's probably going to be trash. They're probably going to try to do the Brave and the Bold cartoon and try to have that energy. Because that's the only energy that Gunn knows, right? So that's the only way he can try. He thinks he can make a Guardians of the Galaxy with the Brave and the Bold concept. Because that's what he thinks, or that's all he knows. It ain't even that's what he thinks. That's all he knows. He doesn't know any better. Hey, Ogre Squasher. Long time no see. I don't know if I still have a Streamlabs account. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you just being here, and I appreciate listeners just being here. Good luck with the move. Thank you for being here, man. I just appreciate you being here, Ogre Squasher. Hopefully you at least lurk and see some of the content, man. And you've been riding with me. We've been changed formats. This used to be more political. I guess we're back talking about entertainment. That part has been a through line. But no, I hope nobody JFK's James Gunn. Even though he's a piece of shit. I don't want to go that far. Shit, we probably gonna talk about more about these warehouse fires. But just thank you for riding, man. You OG, some of the people that's been here for a while, listeners. Sentient when he's here is like, man, I done changed formats. I done a million different things. Y'all still here. I appreciate the hell out of y'all. Even if Richard, you've been here for a few years now. Just appreciate the hell. Like, damn, y'all still like this shit? You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my best. But I'm just glad y'all still like this shit. So thank you. 5 years, yeah. Rough Girl, speaking of people who ain't been here a while, Rough Girl, appreciate you being here. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. What we gonna do to James Gunn? Not watch his movies. Not watch his movies. Unless you, a lot of people like the Guardians of the Galaxy. I never liked the first one, or second, or third. A lot of people still like the style. I thought the fucking, ironically enough, what did he make, the Suicide Squad 2 or whatever? That was an okay movie to watch on, I'm about to call it Netflix, on HBO Max. That's an okay movie. When is our meetup? I don't know. You know, it's funny. I'm gonna have to go back to I may have to go back Carolinas this summer. I don't know, but I'm out here in Texas. Oh shit! This the under the red. So you want a Jason Todd James Gunn? That's crazy work. I can't blame you. Those tweets is crazy. Somebody does need a wood chipper, so I'm not about to cape for James Gunn. I'm not about to call for nobody murdered for legal reasons. You know what I mean? I can't do that. Legally, I can't do that. But he's a piece of shit. Those tweets is crazy. You can look them up if you want. Show the clip. I'll show the clip. But yeah, man, thank you, Ogre, OG, all y'all, Rough Girl, listen, anybody lurking, man. Y'all just been supporting me. And we're going to try to blow this thing up, pause. As we go, but this is I know I see the movie, but like you really watch it, shit, brutal as fuck. I like that movie. I do have some issues with it. Though. 6-year-old gonna be mad as fuck, but it's worth seeing. I see. How you pay rent? Well, I just got a house. So now I'm paying the mortgage. He got Snow Bunny by his own mother. Yeah, his own mother did him dirty. Mother did him dirty. Well, I guess my issue is the whole Batman not killing. One, they called it. Oh man, we gonna get some copyright issues. They may try to shut it down because I played that clip. One, they call themselves Jason and Bruce while Joker's in the next room. And I get Joker doesn't care who Batman is. Whatever. They still just using their regular names, right? Joker's in the bathroom locked up. Because he says, Bruce out, da-da-da-da. But why'd you let him alive? I guess he figured he was going to kill him that night. And that's another thing. Why didn't Jason just kill him? Why didn't Jason just kill? Why? We all talk about how come Batman don't kill the Joker. Jason already murked a lot of people in this fucking thing. Shit, Joker murked people. Remember he murked everybody, all black mask guards and whatever in that room. So a lot of people done got murked. He saves Joker for when him and Batman confront. And just so happened they fall in the right house too, by the way. That was dumb. I'm sorry, but the first time I watched it, like, oh, that house happened to be the one, or that apartment happened to be the one the Joker was, because they was fighting and they flew into that house. Whatever. So they had a little confrontation. Batman turns his back. He has his gun on the Joker. Why doesn't he clap the Joker first? He aims at Batman's and then he gets the batarang and Batman wins or whatever. But the Joker's still alive to fuck up another day. He had the chance right then and there to just boom. Okay, Joker's done. And he didn't do it. Why? Because of the writers. And I'm sick of this shit. I hate that. And now it wasn't the stereotypical, well, I'm not gonna kill you thing, but it was like, don't you want to kill this motherfucker too? You're mad at him for not killing him? You got the chance to do it right now. Do it. You know this motherfucker dangerous. Kill him. Kill him now. But nope. You so mad. You aimed at Bruce. Batarang got hit. Joker lives to terrorize another day. The writers win. I don't know. Joker versus Robin. Hey, Brandon Holland. I can't be your Batman because I'll be Robin. Gave up on Marvel on Endgame. I've been feeling, I think a lot of people did. Any thoughts on the new Avengers in December? Because we've been talking comic book movies. I don't know. I'm probably going to see it. I don't know if I'm going to see, I don't really feel like I'm going to see the new Spider-Man. But I am probably going to see that. It's probably going to be a fucking disaster. It's a movie, and I know they've done, some successful movies. Apparently, I think Gladiator was filmed this way, and some other great movies were filmed this way, so it's not totally foreign. But they filmed it without a script. They filmed the movie and wrote and kind of made it up as they went along. With this many characters, this much lore, this much connection, it's just like, how can that not be a disaster? But I guess I'd invested so much. We got to see. Holy shit. Ogre Squashers, thank you so much, bro. Best wishes on the move. $100 super chat. Because you can't super chat. He was determined. Thank you, bro. You didn't have to do that, man. So what do you want me to do? You just gave me a $100. I need to do something. I got to do something for that. Sheesh. Mortgage is a B. The issue is no follow-up. Fair enough. Follow-up to get your ribs broken. Well, in between, he goes into the Lazarus pit and comes back from the dead. So there was that. Mortgage is a B. Man, I don't know what I'm going to do. I've been panicking. I've been panicking about this move this whole time, rough girl. I've been moving shit over. I've been moving shit over pretty much every day. It seems like, and then all these different bills and all these different charges, and then everything that come with the house. I mean, appliances did, thank God, but I gotta get blinds, I gotta get gutters, had to get a garage door opener, I had to get all this other dumb shit. Still gotta get a couch. Still gotta get a frame for my bed. I gotta get all this dumb shit. I'm just sick of spending money. I ain't got money. It's stress. It's just nothing but stress. Got a tax return. Thank you. I gotta do my taxes. Haven't done the tax. I got 2 days to do that shit. Literally. I'm gonna try it tonight. Thank you. Man, listen. Both of these is needed, especially the 100, obviously. But even the $5 Canadian, that might be $2 American. I don't care. I need it. I appreciate it, listeners. Thank you. Y'all both. If I gotta do something for, I ain't a hoe, but you know what I mean. Y'all spend your money with y'all. If y'all want to see a clip, y'all want to see something, or want me to talk about something, which I'd talk about anyway for free, but still, gotta do something. Joker does have plot armor. Yeah, nobody wins. Nobody wins. Oh boy, do I hate moving. Yeah, coffee money, something like that. And Red Bull money, which I gotta stop drinking those. I saw a girl drop dead off of them energy drinks. I'm like, God damn it. I don't drink an energy drink every day, but I'll go through 2 or 3 Red Bulls a week. So let me do this. Let's see what clip.
CCPD's Commissioner Jim Gordon credits the Batman.
I still haven't said out right at that part. But I can't we're getting copyright issues. So we get copyright issues, so I can't just get the stream shut down, especially people giving money. And oh shit, I hope they didn't wait. See, I can't. I love you, Rich. I can't play any more of those clips. I don't want them to give the money that Ogre Squasher and listeners just gave to me to them. So I can't play those clips now. It just hit me. I don't know how this works because I'm not that monetized. So no, I'm not going back to Snow Money Cafe. It might just have gone to Warner Brothers. I hope it didn't. It just hit me. And I don't know if that's the case. If there's somebody who knows better and that's not the case, let me know. I can't play any more of those clips. Everybody in the Batman universe is mentally ill. Yeah, I can't. Ogre Squash is a good dude, bro. I don't want to. I already feel like I'm not. I haven't done anything. No, I'm not going to Goth Dunkin' Donuts. I ain't going nowhere now. I'm fucked. Let me see. Does it show up in YouTube? But no, I didn't even think about it. But I don't know. because I'm so used to not getting a dime anyway. But I say that we are going to try to, once we get situated, try to relaunch the channel, try to be a little bit more, try to get something going in this crazy world. And sheesh, overview. So I don't know, how it's gonna work. So maybe they still go to me. We'll see. I don't know. It don't show my earnings though. Shit, do I even get earnings? Shit. Okay. Payment threshold. Sorry, now I'm looking at this. I do this after stream. Thought it was some easy to check out, but I thought it was just like you just clicking and just show who you at. Whatever. But wait, what? So, sorry, I didn't stop doing everything. I'm looking into this. It says community guideline strikes prevents you from applying. Warnings, expired community strikes. Do I have an active strike? I guess they could. You telling me this thing is active? This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Okay. So on the old VW casual, I had said something about the jab that they didn't like, and they gave me a community guideline strike, but I never appealed it. So I don't, man. Shit, if I'd have known that, I've gotten y'all super chats before. We'll see. I thank you so much for the money. I hope to God, it actually doesn't. I'm able to get it. I don't know that I will be, and if that's the case, I may turn off super chats when I come back. So that's something. Thank you both, but I gotta check to make sure I'm even gonna get it. So we'll see about that. Never got into energy drinks. Hate the sourness of red, but I don't know how I got into it either. I don't know how I got into it. How move goes out without a hitch, and that you lose, break is, yeah, because that's always a thing. Thank you. And hey, I appreciate you being here. Dempsey, thank you for being here. Looking forward to the Odyssey. Yeah, I forgot that was coming out. I'll probably check that out. I like Nolan. I did not see Oppenheimer, which I know there was a lot of hype about that, but I still like Nolan. So we'll see. But yeah, hey Scrambles, appreciate you being here. Hey Ogre Squasher, wish I was monetized in Bad Spot. Yeah, I was semi-monetized. I don't know if I still am. I might have to check after stream because I don't understand. Trying to read this during the stream is just gonna fuck up the stream. So we'll see. We will see. Cause I feel like I've gotten paid out without this community guidelines thing. I guess if I ever get reach the threshold for monetization, I'll just go. I'll just bite the fucking bullet. I was trying to do it out of spite, like I'm not about to do this shit, cause it was bullshit. It was a bullshit thing. I appealed it. They ain't do nothing with it, but whatever. But yeah, I like Nolan. I mean, sometimes he can be a bit overrated, but he usually at least everything looks good. The exposition, the dialogue's not always perfect. Everything's kind of just dry exposition, but the shots are usually pretty good. Remember when Batman spoiled the entire movie in JLU? Which one was that? check out new music. Okay, yeah. Feel free to toss out links. I've been writing? Well, I got a whole project to drop. I have a whole project. It was only 5 tracks, but I'm gonna drop it probably in May. I just got the mixes back. I still haven't listened to them because I'm just scared to listen to them. Is there a difference between being paid by Streamlabs versus the super chat? Well, the super chats goes through YouTube and goes through their payment system. They take a little bit of it. YouTube takes a bit of it. Streamlabs takes a lot less. But you didn't have to. I mean, I appreciate it either way. Anything, man. Anything is good. Greek mythology with some Odyssey stuff. Had to do writing about it and good. New version of remix. Okay. Hey, y'all got music y'all want me to play? I'll play y'all music. Always. But yeah, I got a whole project that I don't know. And again, I don't know how to promote music at all. I wish I had a bigger platform to promote y'all music and my music, but I got a project. I'm gonna put it out when I can. I gotta hurry up and listen to that. To make sure there's no mistakes. I'm just been so stressed out by everything. I've been stressed out moving, and hoping I can get everything done. Just hoping I can get everything done. Hopefully, that's just been the big stress. So it's been tough to do music, honestly. But it is what it is. Most of it's out. You've been releasing a song a day for the last few days. That's dope. Okay, you got a playlist. Okay, and Scramble's got something. Okay, well, check this out. Oops. I got this. So, let's check out Scrambles and we'll check out this playlist.
Reason to get up in the morning. It's a reason to smile. It makes tomorrow all right. Hello, or on with him. You know, nobody was here was the
All right, that was a Record for a Dream, and this is he's got a few different songs. It's a whole playlist. So it's here. This is Blank Part 1. I'm like I'll probably come back and then play 1 or 2 songs and then play and then talk and then play the others.
Drifting out of the like a ghost that can't hold skin. Every pulse is getting thinner. Every thought is wearing thin. I told them I was fading. I spelled it slow and loud, but they smiled like it was poetry. Let the silence drown me out. There's frost behind my ribs now. It blooms where feeling was. Every promise that I carried just slides off into dust. I feel the thread come undone, one careful stitch at a time. And I don't reach to stop it, 'cause even reaching feels like dying. It's a slow unthreading silence, and I don't resist the pull, 'cause even if I fought it, I don't give a fuck enough to. I told them, my voice cracked on the air. I warned them, but no one turned to care. And I'm going blank, slowly blank. Watch the color leave my hands. I'm going blank, slowly blank. There's nothing left to understand. I said it clear, nobody heard. Now even the warning's gone. Just blank, blank, blank. The snowball started tiny. Now it's everything I am. It rolls and keeps on growing, colder with every turn. I could open up my mouth, I could try to call it back, but the cold feels like the truth now, and the truth don't talk back. I don't care that I don't care, and that should terrify me, but it doesn't, and it won't, because the part that would be scared is already gone, gone, gone. I'm gone blank, slowly blank. There's no one here to see. I'm gone blank, slowly blank. Even the echo's tired of me. I warned you all, you never heard. Now even the warnings turn to blank, 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 blank. I'm going blank, slowly blank. There's no one here to see. I'm going blank, slowly blank. Even the echo's tired of me. I warned you all, you never heard. Now even the warnings turn to blank, blank, blank. Blank.
All right, that was pretty cool. I'm assuming that was like an AI thing. The lyrics are pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't want to. I'll try to get to the rest of it, but I want to make sure you guys are talking. I can get to everybody comment. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Got a bell. London to JFK. Holy shit. Appreciate you being here, Ogre Squasher. Thank you so much for that 100. Thank you. Thank you. Hard time playing music. I just been so stressed, man. After this stream, because I still have a tour down, I want to try to get one more music session in. before I start to take this shit over here. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Awesome. Okay, my daughter made you watch the movie, so you remix the song. It's pretty dope. Wrestling and comic fans are now about what? Supposed to be another song on that list. Okay, appreciate it. That's pretty cool. That was pretty dope, man. That was definitely dope. Okay, so it looks like we have gotten to it. Made 3 songs in the Blank series. That was the second. Okay. But about the products in general. That's what you're talking about. And what is? Oh, it's a Prodigy cover. Okay. Guess we'll play this and another song out of Dempsey's playlist that he sent us. He said he's fixing. Can you see him refresh? Okay. Okay. So he's got 3 of them are blank. Is it blank at first, part 1 and part 2, and then let's cover. So yeah, that's I guess I'll keep smoking and playing y'all music. I just always want to get the comments in. Everybody who shows up, people being supportive, people haven't showed up in a while. Say, hey, what's up? And I want to make sure I got to try to appease everybody. But that's all. Yeah, that was a cool song. Something could be on the radio. Something's already on the radio. For some reason, the first one wasn't there. It is now. I'm glad you played it. Would have noticed it. Fair enough. How do you use as much as I've how are you making music now? Let me just ask that question. Let me not assume that. Let me ask the question. How are you making music, and what is that process like? Clear Tiffy don't care about wrestling, but they want to have a U.S. title match. I don't know, man. I don't know a lot of. Here's the thing about fans to some extent, and I can attest to this even with my sports fandom, right? Sometimes you are fucking delusional. Because you're a fan of something. Being a fan of anything needs some delusion, especially nowadays where nothing is giving you a quality product and everything is trying to exploit you. It takes a bit of delusion because you're handling ungodly levels of disrespect for something you love. The way fans are disrespected. A lot has been talked about Disney and how they disrespect fans. They're getting a lot of shit because of how they've covered, what was it, the Masters Part 3 kind of pre-Masters thing. I think, did Rory win the Masters? Y'all can correct me on that if anyone cares. But the week before, they tried to be a little too pop culturally relevant. I think they had like Kevin Hart and Travis Kelce, and people weren't happy with that. And it to me, it reminded me of everybody who's unhappy with like Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee. Like they're doing the same thing WWE did. But let's bring in a bunch of celebrities to try to drag people into this instead of being true to the people who already fuck with it, right? But corporations have sheets, and the numbers got to go up. Even if it goes down, they got to come up with an excuse. So they don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about quality product. They don't give a fuck about nothing. But we still have a love for whatever it is, whether it's sports, whether it's comics. So some people complain, and at least we'll call it out. And then some people they got to make it make sense in their own mind. And that leads to a lot of contradictions and things that don't hold up under the light of logic, but they don't know how to, and I'm saying this for myself. It's like you don't know how to make peace. Because with me, I'm a Lions fan and an NFL fan. I don't know how to make peace with that. Because honestly, I think the Lions are about to fall off. Unless we have the best fucking draft and we really do use the rest of the offseason to its peak, I don't see us winning more games than we did last year. And I think we're about to fall off and be back to being shitty Lions again. Because they're just not doing anything to keep up. and the team has too many issues to not do anything to keep up. But why am I still watching? Why do I still care? If you already know the owner don't give a fuck, all they want to do is sell their season tickets. They already sold out. They want to be good enough just so they can still sell season tickets and sell jerseys and sell hats, but they don't want to spend all the extra and put on all the extra work it take to be a championship team. That take a lot more work. So, why do I watch? And then the NFL itself is rigged. Why do I watch? And I can at least call it out, but it still don't make sense. So I say all that to say this. If you been a comic book fan, you've been going to the comic store even through every week for 10 years, when Absolute Batman comes out, you got to convince yourself you like it because you've been going to the comic store for 10 years and it's the new Batman, and then the hype goes. The internet hype says, oh, everyone likes Absolute Batman. So you got to tell yourself you like Absolute Batman, whether you like it or not, just for your mind to stay structured. So that's how that shit ends up happening. So yeah. So that's how you end up with people who don't like Tiffy Tom but still want to see her at Mania. Or like I said, again, you've been watching wrestling 20 years. You just it's time to put on some jelly, bro. Shit, just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Starts on paper. You write a part, then spend a week or so working out the lyrics. Then after you get to the point where you like them, decide if it's a poem or song. Then you work the words to the song format, run it through Suno or something like that. Then work it till it hits the way you envision. Then you run the thing through Audio, Audio 2 to mix the levels and add extras. Then I put it through Spectre to make a video with the graphic design, lyrical timing. I see. And then sometimes you put the Spectre video through Shaka. Okay. So there is an AI, but then you add elements to it, and it makes it okay. It's pretty cool. I'm not I'm critical of AI music personally. Though I'm critical of AI art, but I'm not, not that it can't be done well or whatever. It's just not always my thing. But I mean, the lyric. One thing is, you can tell you put times in the lyrics. The lyrics are pretty good, so I gotta give credit to that. And the presentation is pretty good. I'm not gonna knock it, just because it was AI made. It sounds like something that's on the radio. So it's pretty cool, and we'll play a little bit more of it. In fact, let me play some more scrambles. You got a remix, and then we'll play more of your basically your project. Like you got a project. Lord knows we played plenty of zombie stuff, and I hope he's doing okay. I did an AI standalone thing where I put a paper I wrote on AI ship into Suno. I see. Like I said, I'm critical of AI. My main issue with AI is the RAM. I'm glad to see the prices are starting to fall down some, but I would love for them to go back to normal. This is a mess, and just computer parts in general, the prices of everything going up. That's why we got the PS5 going up. But we'll see. We'll see how that shit goes. Let's like I said, actually move this over here so I can at least see what you guys are saying, and then we will play some more of y'all music. How about that? All right. That was a Prodigy cover from Scrambles, and then more of this project. I guess we put the second one first. Let's try Blank at First, a prelude. Keep this going.
Been feeling less lately, every day a little lighter, like the weight of all my feelings, just deciding they were tired. Tried to tell them I was fading, but nobody caught the drift. Guess the signal's getting weaker, while the void is getting thick. Yeah, I said it in a whisper, then I shouted at the sky, but the world was busy talking, so they never heard me try. Now the numb is getting comfy, creeping deep behind my eyes. It's a snowball rolling downhill, growing colder as it slides. I'm going blank, and I can't stop the fade or the fall or the break. But even if I could, I wouldn't hit the brakes. Yeah, I'm going blank. I warned them all, but what difference does it make? They never listen anyway. So fuck it, let it take me. Let it take me. Let it take me. Every give a fuck I had is leaking out in little drops. I can feel it in my pulse. Every beat just slowly stops. Told them something bad was coming. Told them storms were in my chest, but they laughed like it was nothing. Said I only need some rest. But this avalanche is active, it's attracted to the crash. It's a prophecy in motion, gaining power as it slaps. And everything around me, and I watch it from afar, like a driver ghosting highways, while the wheel steers where we are. I'm going blank, and I can't stop the fade or the fall or the break. But even if I could, I wouldn't hit the brakes. Yeah, I'm going blank. I warned them all, but what difference does it make? They never listen anyway. So fuck it, let it take me. I keep slipping, drifting, thinning out to nothing. Cold inside the quiet where the feelings quit their fussing. Tried to raise the flags, but they mistook it for percussion. Now the silence hits like violence, and I'm past the point of trusting. I'm going blank, and I can't stop the fade or the fall or the break. But even if I could, I wouldn't hit the brakes. Yeah, I'm going blank. I warned them all, but what difference does it make? They never listen anyway. So fuck it, let it take me. Yeah, I'm going blank. Snowball rolling, and I'm done with the chase. Let it wreck whatever's standing in its way. I don't give a fuck today or any day.
All right. Not gonna lie, I like that one stylistically a lot more. Just as more my speed, more my speed. It's Blank at First, off this kind of impromptu EP we got from Drunken Poet, aka Dempsey. And y'all start talking about Ram, how much is 4 sticks? How much are 4 sticks? We're probably like $500. So, and I'm probably not even joking. It's funny. I have a half-built computer that I need to do something with. In worst case scenario, that'll be what I use if I can't get a laptop. Zeus, could you go? I'm sorry. I hear my dog licking my. I'm not trying to be nasty. No, Zeus, get out of here. Go away. Zeus, you're ignoring me. Move. Go home, Zeus. Go. I can just hear my dog licking himself, and it's just bothering me. Go home. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to embarrass you over the internet. It's only 4 people watching. It ain't that bad. Poor dog. Poor chubby dog. Poor chubby Zeus. I took him over to the new house last night because I realized just as much as I got to get. Somebody said, that shit. That first one that had that 20 years ago vibe, that post grunge vibe. I definitely like that one. The App first a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie, Dempsey. I like that one a little bit more. It just hits my vibe. It just the first one was a bit too commercial for my taste. Not to be that guy, but just like but that it still speaks to the strength of the writing, right? So the first one, I'm like, man, I could hear this in the mall, but this is the one like, oh shit, they playing that. Like that definitely had that puddle of mud stain type energy that I grew up with, so I fucks with it. So yeah, RAM is too expensive. Let me see if we looked up 4 sticks of RAM. And man, I wanted to build a nice PC, but that's not happening. Jesus Christ. This is crazy. So for 4 stick of 32 gigs of RAM, I mean, it's a wrap. It's $1,000 at Best Buy. You can't build a computer like that. So that's this. Ooh, it's right here. Is it gonna let me open it, or you open it from here? Hopefully it doesn't dox. Because we want to put. Oh, you're in this city. Shut the fuck up. Jesus, you want me to tell my email? See, this is what I'm talking about. Goddamn. Y'all should know my email. No, you don't need to know my fucking location. But this is 4 sticks for 4 times 32. $1,100. That's crazy. You can't build a computer like that. RAM was supposed to be the cheap part. You know what I'm saying? I can't live like this. I can't live like this. So yeah, RAM prices are gonna have to go down. So that's one of my biggest gripes with AI is these prices, man. I can't live like this. That's too much. That's a homicide, man. You want DDR5? I didn't look at the generation. I can look. DDR5 probably gonna be worse. I can check it out. Well, it's about okay. You can find that's 16. It's probably let me see, 4x32. So yeah, it's worse. It's the wrong. We're going in the wrong direction. If you want DDR5 and you want 4 sticks, well, now you need 2 racks. And what did you need 2 or 3 years ago? Like 300, 400? If that. I can't remember because I hadn't bought a RAM in a minute. So yeah, if you want like a server pack, shit, $4,000. Look at this. Workstations 22,000. Look at this shit. These things were a couple grand. If you could have put together something colder than whatever this is for a couple grand. If you just now, it was a window, right? Because remember that we had this bullshit going on with the graphics cards. But if you would have got it right in that window, or if you would have did it before the pandemic, obviously, you could have got something way more powerful than whatever the fuck this is for like $2 grand. They want 22 grand, like we in the 90s or something. So yeah, we're fucked. So that's why I hate AI. That's why I hate AI. Yeah, you're gonna have to keep. I'm same here. I'm gonna try to get a cheap I'm trying to get a cheap laptop. If they still cheap, they don't jack the prices of that up. But it's like a used laptop. That's why I might get that. Y'all was telling me not to get it, but the whatchamacallit the Oh hey, question. He on Twitch. I don't know if he's still there. I'm a pin. Hopefully everything's going on cool with you. I don't know how long it was since 7:02. That was since an hour ago. Damn. I'm sorry. Question. Hopefully you still here, man. I'm so bad at checking the Twitch. There was a way I had it where they used to all funnel in. They don't do that no more. So yeah. That sucks. But I guess we can play some more Dempsey. Oh, question. But now you're on YouTube. So that's crazy timing that I found your message right there. Appreciate you being here. That's crazy. That's crazy that happened. Because the second I see your message on Twitch, you go to YouTube. Well, thank you for being here. Either way. It's going to be my last stream for a while. I'm moving into the new place. I know you checking the trash. You probably know where the new place is, so I ain't going to tell you. But appreciate you being here. Hopefully everything's good with you and Helena and everything's smooth. The real question, DC. We was talking about, oh yeah, you went to Cheesecake Factory. Hopefully everything was smooth with that. We're actually right now we just been playing Dempsey's music that he put together. Using AI and a bunch of different sources. But it's pretty solid. Pretty solid stuff. It's fine. I like Cheesecake Factory. I haven't been a ton of times, but the few times I've been, it was pretty cool. So I'm glad you had a good time. Thank you again for being here. And we started talking about RAM and all that other shit. But let's actually play more of Dempsey's project. Since, I always like to play y'all music, play whatever the hell y'all got going on, because we got when it comes to creativity. The corporations ain't gonna do it. So here's more Dempsey. This one's called Mental Breakdown.
Cracks in the mirror, bleeding through the glass. Every thought's a splinter, cutting as I pass. The silence is screaming louder than my breath. I'm drowning in shadows, circling to my death. I can't find the lines between truth and decay. The walls of my skull are just rotting away. I am far beyond broken, the pieces don't align. A storm inside my spirit, a fracture in my mind. No hope left to anchor, no light left to see. The sickness inside me is all that I'll be. Shattered reflections, I don't know my face. Time is collapsing, I'm lost in this place. Every thought's a parasite clawing through my head. The person I was is already dead. I can't find the lines between truth and decay. The walls in my skull are just rotting away. I am far beyond broken. The pieces don't align. A storm inside my spirit, a fracture in my mind. No hope left to anchor, no light left to see. The sickness inside me is all that I'll be. Shattered reflections, I don't know my face. Time is collapsing, I'm lost in this place. Every thought's a parasite clawing through my head. The person I was is already dead. It's all that I'll be. broken, the pieces don't align. A storm inside my spirit, a fracture in my mind. No hope left to anchor, no light left to see. The sickness inside me is all that I'll be. Snap the bones of thought, let the silence eat me whole. Madness is a kingdom, and it's crowned me with its soul. Torn in every heartbeat, I can't take another breath. I'm bleeding out my sanity, embraced by living death. I am far beyond broken, nothing left to find. The wreckage of a person, a ghost inside my mind. No hope left to anchor, no light left to see. The illness inside me is all that I'll be.
All right, a little more. Whoa, what the hell? Okay, a little more rock oriented, or metal. Dare I say metal oriented? Mental Breakdown by Dempsey. What's going on? Strange items. Pickle fries. The fuck? The fuck are pickle fries? I know they got decent cheesecake. You usually get that at the end. You just take it home. Or maybe you get like one slice and then take home the whole cake. If you're a real fat fuck like me. Eat pickle fries. That's what's up. Hope you have fun. Shout out to the Cheesecake Factory. You know, I don't know where the closest Cheesecake Factory even is. Haven't been. There's so much other shit out here, but I haven't tried to go to Cheesecake Factory. I'm about to look that up. Not gonna show y'all because y'all need to know where y'all know enough about me. Shit. I don't want y'all to know where I live. Shit. But yeah, we'll play. Got a couple more tracks. We'll play that in a second. I just always like checking. But hold on, I'm just looking to see where's the closest one. Guess this one not too far, honestly. This one not far from me. Not too far. I didn't know it. I probably passed that damn thing a million times. Yeah, I've like passed it. I didn't even realize it. So, okay. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I live in Gotham. Whoa. See, this is the shit. Hold on, man. Is that if that's the address of the closest one near me, see, question, stop doing that. That's not the closest one. That's not the closest one. But that's the one near the Galleria. I was going to say, damn, if you would have got the closer one, even though, I mean, that's not that far either, honestly. That's the one near the Galleria. Shout out to the Galleria. Even though I saw the motherfucker jump off the, this is a few months ago in the Galleria. It's like how do I explain? You know how some of the bigger malls, there's multiple levels, like an open area. He tried to jump from the third level to the second, or the second to the first, whatever. Fucked himself up. Let's because I don't want to question the key docs me. Let's play more. Let's play more Dipsy music, so I don't keep getting docs. Shit. Oh, hold on. We're trying to get back to where we were. So this is actually Blank Part 2. And then Hate Don't Make Us Great as the last two songs in this project that Dempsey put together here on VW Casual.
Kill me now at 40.
platform, better pray I never stand on it. Cause I'll shatter every silence, every lie that you abandoned in it. I'll rip the veil off every system that dismissed me. Every throne built on the backs of those you silenced and resisted. Violence, violence, the truth you never let anyone speak. Blood, 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 blood. Your kingdom of the sheep and the meek. You can't handle this. All your walls, your halls, your filters all around, all around. This is the fruit of the seed you planted. Now I'm burning all of it down. Burn it down. You should have listened. I told you should have heard me when I broke. I'm tearing down the heavens just to turn your illusions to smoke. I said I'm blank. I warned you, but blank don't mean I'm gone. It means the leash is off. I don't care how you feel, and so on about me. About me. Blank, blank doesn't mean nothing. Blank is the calm before the storm. I am the maelstrom, for fuck's sake. I'll leave your shores blank in my wake. I warned you. You didn't listen. Now watch it all burn. Now watch it all burn. Now watch it all. Now watch it all. Burn. Burn. Now watch it all.
All right, we already heard mental breakdown. We will continue on. It just went the opposite order. I guess I was going the opposite order. That was pretty good, man. All this shit's pretty good. Saw you were hearing the old WWE songs. Yeah, they had that one. Yeah, that's the close one. The Memorial City Mall location. You have one more you dropping tomorrow. That's what's up. Yeah, that's all he did was. Listen, I don't want to provoke him. I ain't gonna provoke him. I ain't about to do that. But it did. I kind of thought it had kind of that. Batista alternate interest or like Day of Reckoning menu music type stuff. You gotta shift them. Yeah, it was pretty cool stuff. And I appreciate you just being here, bro. Question and Dempsey, all y'all. Hold on, I'm trying not to sneeze, but it's inevitable. Just don't put out my address, shit. That's all I beg you. Shit, you know it. Just shit. It's a ride out from the city, especially now. I used to at least be near the freeways. Now I ain't. Well, I guess I'm 10 minutes away from one of them, but still I'm further up. I'm in the country, man. It ain't. I keep driving around, and there's like no street lights, bro. Where I moved to, there's like no street lights. None. It's the country. It's the Sear country. Oh yeah. Please don't. What I would want help maybe one day is how do I make myself undoxable? Because after we get this move going, the plan is to grow. The plan is to maybe talk to one of these geeks about marketing, about SEO, about stuff. We got some stuff planned, and to put some maybe put a little bit of coin on credit behind some of these music. Like, okay, we playing Dempsey project. Honestly, I probably should be playing my project. I should probably be playing mine. I might play it after, and just so we could judge the mixes together live. I just paid somebody to mix. I can't mix. Zach was giving me props on Wednesday. Shout out to anyone. Listen, the first project is still up there. Borrowing Nostalgia, that doesn't exist. This is my second project. It's called Potency. This one's hip hop oriented. The first one was synth pop oriented. After this, we're gonna start doing just singles, so I can put more marketing just into one song, and I can get shit out a little quicker. So I don't know if you're talking about me. If Zach's talking about me, that's cold. If Zach was talking about me, I don't know how to market my music. I don't know how to get people to listen. I'm probably also gonna work with a coach on making music. Because no one's ever taught me shit outside of YouTube, and I spent the first half of my career before YouTube was even really a big thing. Or I say that before. I didn't start using YouTube as a tutorial source. I was a little late to the party, like 2013, 2014. So I didn't realize you could find all this shit up on YouTube back then. I wish I'd have learned coding earlier than I did. I picked the worst time. Though, right now it's a terrible time to try to have a tech job. I did a coding boot camp. But you know what? That's another reason I want to develop games. So I got some research to do on laptops and whatnot, and trying to find a cheaper solution to be able to develop 2D games. Because I'm not going to be working in 3D yet. I got a plan for that too. Plan for this game stuff, plan for this music stuff. I formed a company behind it. I got to do taxes behind it. So yeah, this is definitely this whole moving process, getting a house, going through the closing process, all of that was such a, it took the first year, half of this year up, or first quarter of this year, or third of this year up for me, where I thought I would be able to put more into creativity. I didn't know how intensive and emotionally intensive and mentally intensive this whole process was. I underrated it. But we still got another project on the way. Should have came out probably a couple months ago, but better late than never. Got formal lessons on snare drum, took theory classes in school, involving choir, have recollection, formal training, music theory. I do know music theory. So, I semi-lie. I did take a college course on, was it piano or music? They taught me music theory there. And I do understand theory, basic theory, major minor scales, major minor chords, chord progressions, how the chords, circle of fifths. I know like basic stuff, but the advanced stuff I don't. I kind of know a little bit about modes, but I'm not an expert on that. So I did have, but that didn't really, I say it did impact my beat making. Because, most of us still make beats. Most of the music I made is beats that nobody will ever hear. But I feel stuck. And this is why I want to work with a coach, because I can even, if I want to do an impromptu synthwave Saturday night, I'll come up with a progression, and then I don't know what to add to it. And I end up finding myself stuck. And so I feel like, man, if I could I got so many unfinished, half-finished songs. It's just like, oh, this just sucks. I just come up with like one loop. But hey, Cotton, appreciate you being here. Always cool to see you here. I picked this time because of Nosferatu. He was here earlier, but I'm not sure if he's here now. But I appreciate you all being here. This is my last stream for the next few weeks because I'm moving, and I got to it's gonna take me some time to get situated and get everything going over at the new place. So I'm saying until May. I may do a phone stream or something similar before then, but this will probably be my last stream for a while. Though, the streams just kind of slowed down. It's been basically once a week. But once we get going, once we get back up to the new place, we're going to try to do 3 or 4 times a week streaming, try to clip out more segments. So if you do miss something, you'll be able to see at least a segment of it. Try to do this thing right. You know what I mean? Try to do this thing right and see if we can't grow. You know, maybe it's not possible. Maybe growth is just dead, but at least give that an earnest try, and at bare minimum, make this a better channel. So even if we don't succeed in growth, at least the channel's a little better. And hey, why have one disc if you can have two? Appreciate you both being here. Hey Zombie, we were just playing your dad's music. If you got music, we'll play some of yours, and I'll probably end up playing some of mine and killing two birds with one stone. Checking the mixes on these songs and playing. So we got one more from Dempsey. Hold on a second. Hate Don't Make Us Great. We'll play that, and then we'll see where we go after that.
Mistake me for the righteous, cause the left came swinging. Hey, don't make us great. Both sides feed the fire just to watch the other break. Hey, don't make us great. You want unity, kill the cults that keep us chained. I've taken more stray rounds from the left and the right. They preach empathy and mercy, all weaponized. Tolerance, but only for the ones who chant the lines. Question the mantra, you're the target they define. Don't assume I'm pledging to the elephant. Heard that circus plays a singing, flips the script and swaps the words. Both sides waving warning flags while pushing off the cliff they serve. Washington won't century back, factions want the nation from the dirt. Parties are power machines, not guardians of truth. Engines built for cunning men to corrupt the nation's roots. Every time you pick a tribe and march beneath their suits, you load the gun that someone else will use on you. Hey, don't make us great. Your team colors make you blind to all the damage they make. Hey, don't make us great. You hate the other side so much you justify the system's innate hate. Hey, don't make us great. It's hypocritical to preach peace while sharpening every blade. Hey, don't make us great. I'm not your partisan pawn, won't join your political crusade. Yeah, red versus blue, same damn crew. Two-gate feasting on the people like the cattle to consume. Left or right, same damn fight, different banners, same agenda, dominate and divide. I ain't yours, I ain't theirs. I don't owe allegiance to a system built on fear. If hate don't make us great, then listen here. Quit using hate to hold the power you reveal. Hate don't make us great. You weaponize compassion while you scapegoat half the state. Hate don't make us great. Both parties are the problem and you're trapped in their charade. Hate don't make us great. You call it politics, but it's a turf war in a cave. Hate don't make us great. I walk alone, no flag, no track, no gang. To claim, no red, no blue, we must raise. Don't just raise on you.
do your damn parties. You want to save this place? Stop choosing the lesser of two evils. I choose to not choose evil, even when it's lesser. Evil is always Lester.
Shout out to Lester. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Definitely can sympathize with the lyric stuff, and your song already just, got stuff in there. Gotta get the channel some growth. No, wait till you touch the cat like Fat Joe. No. The lyrics you added all generate. Okay. Shout out Lester. All right, you putting music up. I'm gonna have to play some of this stuff. So hold on a second. Let me see if I can even. I think I gotta download it because I haven't even. The guy mixed my stuff. Pause. Whoa, yo. Mixed my music. I haven't listened to it yet because I've just been nervous to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It's all fucked up. But we're about to listen to it together. So, but I'm gonna play Zombie Man music. But I'm trying to. I'm old, so when I try to do technology things and talk, my brain shuts down. So, but yeah, shout out to Les. Shout out to Small Time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your congratulations. All the well wishes are more than appreciated. Thank you so much. Southern Metal Drop C tuning, key Phrygian, sliding power chords, root and fifth. So I know power chord, root and fifth. My thing is I don't know how to do. Rocky can be a lot more chromatic and stuff like that. It's like I almost feel stuck inside a scale. And everything I make just sounds cheesy inside the scale. And that's just why I dislike. I just feel stuck. I just feel like, okay, everything is cheesy and shitty. And, I don't know. When do I have time to? 15th. I got, it's a tax day. So, oh, boy. So now I don't even know which song is up. Oh, man. Okay, well. Sorry again. Basically a boomer, so I can only walk and chew bubble gum. Is anybody here on? No one else on Twitch or Kick. All right, let me see. Something. Okay. No. Well, I know what song that is now. All right. Sorry, I'm just moving everything over in one folder, but I'm trying to stream and do it. And again, boomer brain, so I don't know. These are the mixes, and I don't even know which song is which except that one. Now, all right. Enough about me. It's all right. Still sounded AI. Yeah, that AI is always just a thing. Once you can hear it, he's like same thing with the visuals. To me, I'm actually more weirded out by like AI visuals because even if you don't see it like a extra finger or something else, it's just something unnerving about it. What does Richard have? Is this?
What you mean? Nah, you can still be in the hood. Like you ain't.
No, Fat Joe. All right, let's play some Zombie Man, and then I'll play my prop, which a lot of y'all probably have already heard a lot of this what I play, but I'm just gonna play that. These will be maybe the final mixes to it. So first we got Wet Like Water by Zombie Man. It's a demo. And then we got Angels in the Sky. So we got some Zombie Man music too. Lots of music. Got Dempsey music. Scrambles play some stuff, and I'll play some of my stuff too. That was pretty raw. Wet Like Water demo. I like that shit a lot. I ain't even gonna hold you. I think that shit's fire. I thought that shit was fire, man. That was pretty flames to me. I fucks with that. So let's check out Angels in the Sky, and I'll play my stuff. I was about to say something negative. Gotta do positive self-talk. But yeah, this shit right here is fire. I ain't even gonna front.
Prosecutors, we be taking it back. Up in the closet with that Mossberg and say it across my lip. Jordan Rambo in the sky, shooting 100 rounds on the bill. I'm so drunk, on that pump, on the ground, with this drunk. Shout out that mad dog, but now the weed out, cross over getting tough. Go, cause this is my background. This is just come out with dumbass niggas stepping on me. Even I'm buried in a concrete. cause we be taking it back. Up in the closet with that Mossberg and say it across my lip. Jordan Rambo in the sky, pulling 100 rounds on it bill. I'm so drunk, Tony Pump on the prowl, when it is fuck. Counting that mad dog, banana red, all cross over skin tough. Coke on brush into my battleground, statistics come out. People call me dumb ass niggas, staring on me, but I'm buried in the concrete.
All right, Angels in the Sky. It's also a demo. Also pretty cold. Pretty cold stuff. Hopefully I don't, well, I mean turn it off. Because it's pretty cold stuff. So hopefully I don't bring the thing down. Now, I don't know which song I'm actually which because it just is listed as mastered. I can even, anything. I don't think it's nothing. Just making sure it's nothing doxable before I show you. So it's just, I don't know which song is which. I'll know it once I hit play. Let's see what you guys have to say before I get into my music. Way Too Mellow. I thought it was cool. Everything got to be so but I definitely like the first one. What was it called? Water? Something about water. I don't want to fuck it up. Oh, that X out of it. Shit. I'm looking up again. Wet Like Water. That shit was fire. They both were fire, but that shit was like extra fire. Extra fire. So we're going here. I guess, Wet Like Water. Yeah, that's the first one. That shit was real cold. They both were cold, but that one stuck with me. So I'm not sure. I'll tell y'all as I play them because I don't know which song is which. But there's a song from my album. Oh, this is I Am the Night. So here's that.
Yeah. Okay, I am the night, back to one light, Brian McKnight. Think about all the people needlessly dying tonight. A lot of it self-inflicted because people get addicted. People broke, getting evicted. Things will be different if all of our elders all made different decisions instead of falling for every trap, victims to the system. See, I ain't do all of that. You proud to move all the crap. Proud to poison your people. We heard all your raps. All of these bands spent on all of these brands. None of us own. Also, you can front on your mans. You could've went out like Gus at least. Buy a franchise, put it in the trust at least. Sold your people soul for Gucci and Nike soles. Then you told all that just to trust police. Informants and agents screaming out, fuck police. Then turn right around and scream, fuck the streets. After they fuck the streets, let the vultures eat. Created a cult-like culture that loved the streets. Risk their whole lives all because the streets be grounded. You're of the earth, you're not of the streets. Genocided your own people because of beef, and then sold it to the world all because of beats. And while I'm in no position to judge the streets, we sold ourselves starvation for crumbs to eat. Y'all got incarcerated, then made whores of our mothers. Think of the damage done to each other. How are we brothers? Of course it was the government, but you made it work. You could have changed things for the better. You made it worse. So we pray in the name of the God who made the earth, for the fatherless generation to raise the earth. And if you have to sell, rather you launder and invest it instead of money disappearing the second you arrested. After the bad boys get they death row sentence, we in the aftermath, and it's post-apocalyptic, dystopian. People broken, looking for hope again. Jobs not hiring, people people get told nope again. No copium, just different forms of opium. Y'all created the mechanism that was sold to them. Told the poorest people for acceptance that they supposed to spend. So I'm here to bring hope again. I am the night. Y'all sung like Brian McKnight. And y'all sons are still dying for life. Shout out to all the fathers who didn't have a father and made something out of nothing when nobody bothered. Prayers and praises to anyone who made it without self-destruction or getting incarcerated. The game is rigged, and I pray you never fall for it. I want to see you grow to your best, and I'm all for it. To those who sold our future way back in the past and bought a bunch of bullshit that didn't even last, I still wish you the best. I don't hate you, and despite it all, if I could, I'd still save you. Yeah, yeah. Even though I can't, if I could, I put that on my hood, that I would. Even though I can't, if I could, I put that on my hood, that I would, if I could.
That's it. So try to get the last little bit of smoke. So I am the night, and Sasha auditioned to Groovy. Hey, Fizz. I don't know if you was talking to me or Zombie. I don't. Those Drewski auditions are set up. They're jokes. They're meant to be jokes. And a lot of the people who, though, if you notice, a lot of those people are established creators. That's how I first seen that one big dude that everybody hate to be dancing. He all loose with his legs or whatever. And so he says the favorite one. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I want to do a video for it. I want to do a video for all these songs, even the songs from the first project. I want to do more videos. I got to figure that out. That's my weakness right now, is doing visuals. A lot, hopefully I can get this weight off of me, because that's really what's the determination. I know this. Listen, fucking Dave Blunt's is bigger than me. This motherfucker's bigger than me, but still, I hate being so fucking big. So hopefully I get in better shape. So I don't know what the next song is going to be. I'll be able to tell y'all as I hit play. The mix sounded okay. I mean, I'll rock with it. And I'm listening to my speakers, my TV speakers. I'm going to have to listen to it on headphones too. But I'm probably going to just rock with it. So that was I Am the Night. That's not going to be the first song. It's probably going to be the third song, but we don't know. We'll order that later. This is the outro.
Hey there.
Fuck it.
How you doing? I hope you've enjoyed the project. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate your time. Authentic artists and artistry for the arteries. Pardon me, part of me is still honorary on account of all the weirdos people honoring and needing the collective's permission before you pay attention. You a henchman. I'm my own label's linchpin. Gambling on myself with barely a place to piss in. Smoking pot, making my art. Pray is hitting. You're not a thug, you wouldn't displace a kitten. Just another simp blowing your check, chasing kitten. Chase the money and even then don't pay for kitten. Acquire wealth for self and then pray for wisdom. If you victimize, that don't mean play the victim. Life's a bitch, be a pimp, display the ism. All of the world's leaders are into Satanism. Pray to the Most High in Jesus' name against them. Pray to the Most High in Jesus' name against them. A lot of people need to see to believe. They should be ignored whenever you need to achieve a dream like a seed, given the proper nutrition and timing. It'll be exactly what you need it to be. Doing my best before I'm packed inside a Swisher Sweet. I gotta get to work just so I can get to sleep. I gotta get to work just so I can get to speak. I'm big now, as a kid we ain't have shit to eat. Do I got a complex? Cause I don't want complex. I don't wanna bend over just so I can find checks. I wanna find chicks. Alright, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. Peace.
I don't know which order they are because the songs aren't listed by title, but I know. So that's the outro. I already know the different names. Like that's called I say that. That's the one that was Gambling on Yourself When You're Broke. The first one was I Am the Night. I'll change them because I have a program so I can add the metadata and all the album data, the album cover and all that. I'll do that when I do that. It'll take 10 minutes to do it all for all of them, but I'm gonna do that later.
The feeling of going from hero to...
Okay, I forgot. I actually do say it. So this is imaginary. Is it Imaginary Consequences? Yes, Imaginary Consequences. So I'm gonna shut up.
The feeling of going from hero to villain. I'm so fucking mad, I really want to kill him. Hide the body inside of an abandoned building or a bayou. It's easy to conceal him. Crack open your melon to see who the fuck you think you talking to. Rip out your cerebellum. Can't move, the heat melt him. You plastic fake and egotistical. I'm not a felon, I'm cool, but you done pushed me to the edge. And you think you know me, so it's off with your head. I hope you fall off of a ledge. 100 floors, your baby mama's a whore, your kids aren't yours. Pushing buttons don't give you control. Now a masked man with a pole about to send your soul amongst the spirits. Hope it's just some lyrics. Dope for the psychopaths who wanna hear it. The Cyclops saw nobody, police find nobody. Better call Saul in case I catch no bodies. Rather be peaceful as Paul in an old body. They just words, I ain't caught nobody. Isn't that what people want from rap? Violence is cool as long as the victim black. Fuck bitches, sell pills, fentanyl and crack. Even if 90% of rap is just that, an act. And even though all of these kingpins rap, do all of that just so you can prove you can rap. I'm not Kelly Keenan, this is not an act. Y'all want bullshit and rap, real life is whack. As long as it sound good through your fucking speakers. A lot of people puppets like Cousin Skeeter. They say get a life, but they never had a life. So they take a life all because they mad at life. Try to be virtuous in the virtual reality. It's like Jamiroquai, virtual insanity. This a million times worse than Elvis. Say niggas in your hood, white you feel rebellious. And the private prisons use it. Imagination causing real consequences because of music. Are y'all listening to this shit? I can tell y'all not listening because y'all don't know how disingenuous that verse was. Even though I was saying some real shit. So they're critiquing my album as I'm making it. It's dope shit though, it's dope shit. I wish you was listening. You would know like, damn, that sound hypocritical as fuck. Even though if the point was valid, still kind of hypocritical. But y'all not paying attention. Smoking too much weed. I'm smoking too much weed. Listen, I like this project. I don't know if I'm judging the mix properly because it could have been better or worse. But actually, I'm listening. This is cool. That one was say Imaginary Consequences. Yeah, I did drop it, Bob. And the whole point of why I said it is how a lot of times they'll say it in the hook for teenage Caucasian youth to say the hook with their friends and feel rebellious. That's like a thing that like marketers have come up and understand that. And I'm not bullshitting, right? So that's why I was saying, but no, I'm not about to do what they just did. But that's also part of the verse too. That's the meta of the verse is the first half is I'm talking a bunch of like violent shit, and then I'm criticizing it at the same time. But you can argue the criticism is valid. So that's the idea behind the song. There's shit going on, like and some of the lyrics are sometimes I do have like I'll listen to this shit. And that's another like meta. It's like as the album going on, I'm talking shit throughout it and kind of like, even though I didn't like this, I'm almost like if you ever play, what was it, Arkham Knight, I'm also like the Joker where he's talking to Batman, be talking shit, but it's really his own mind version of Joker. I'm also kind of doing that throughout the album. So and I say album, it's only 5 tracks. It's a short EP. So this one's called Mask. And this is one I really want to do a video. I want to do a video for all of them. This one's Mask. Yeah.
But this is not the order. I'll change that.
I guess in this world we all wear masks, right? I ain't the only one in a mask. Y'all not gonna tell me I've been on this earth a long time. I'm in a mask trying to save face. Name brands the slaves make, and they cheap knockoffs both made in the same place. Trying to change fate and maintain faith. Is there a place in the world that ain't safe? We not in the same place, even in the same place. Gallon bag of gas, brain ain't in the same space. Is everyone in mass for everything they can't face? Is everybody the same with the exact same taste? Should you follow your dreams? Everything you can't chase. A lot of obstacles you may face, some you can't face. Do you know what conditional love is? Don't you know fairs where they judge pigs? People not empathic, they think it's pathetic. Do you know what the tenor of the judge is? Two-faced, too fake where the plug is. Everybody focuses what the drugs is. Drugs are bad. I mean, I'm not even joking. Drugs are really bad. I smoke. I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. I know the album called Potency and shit, but I mean, it's cool for me though. It keep me going through the day. Cause it's a fake world. Everybody got a mask. Everybody got a mask, man. In a mask trying to save face, everything you can't face. Are you in the same place when you in the same place? What do you judge, Judy? Only God judge truly. People judge people like people judge movies. It's not an action flick, just randos that act a prick. People play themselves and ain't even accurate. People play themselves just like they actresses. That's why everybody's focused on where the action is. Actual lies instead of trying to be actualized. Does a fake world impact their actual lives? Rap like the renters do so I could buy a house that you don't own for an inflated high amount. Gallon bag of gas, to me that's a high amount. Smoke so a high amount of my time is a high amount. It's potent. It's potent.
I like the production of this shit. I'm turning my own shit off. All right, the last one is actually the intro. It has to be the intro. It's called, which is called Potency. Some plays. I should be looking at y'all, but let's just play this. And like I'm smoking. I gotta say, as a end user, to just listen to this shit and smoke, this shit is a vibe. I think I actually put together some cold shit. As just the intended fan, if somebody dropped this, I'm like, this is a cold project. Just to smoke, listen to the lyrics, fuck with the beats. This shit, I think I actually put together something cold for exact. It's called Potency. If you smoke to it, if you a smoker, you smoke to it. This is a cold little project, cold little 20 minutes of your time, if that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I succeeded and I hit the mark as an end user. And I ain't heard these songs in a minute. So I feel like I hit the mark. So all right, this is actually the intro we playing last, and then I'll talk to y'all for the next 20, 30 minutes, and then maybe get out of here. We'll see.
A lot of people ask me, what the fuck is the deal with the mask? You're not MF Doom. You're not MF Doom. You're not nobody nice. I guess I just always wanted to be a superhero, but in this world, I almost feel like a villain. I almost feel like the Riddler, not the diddler. But the Riddler, y'all not even gonna catch most of these lines. Y'all don't even understand what's going on. Alright. In this wicked world, a lot of people spin their wheels to excel at anything. You need confidence and skill. Balance where you wanna be with where you is for real. And be allergic to the bullshit like Benadryl. It's been a drill, not like practice, but everything in the atlas is trying to get you killed. Don't deal dope, don't know about flipping pills. Back in the day, white girls had brothers Emmett Till. Did that stop people from dealing? Hell no. Old heads moved the rock and gave people elbows. Stacks he held on wasn't really a large amount. Initially, I didn't understand what he was talking about. Drug money was plug money. So by all accounts, he risked his life for freedom for J's and some raunchy mouth. It's how I knew not to fucking walk that route. Still trying to figure out what life's about. Great reset, not a game, things falling out. Homeless people down the street from an empty larger house. Internet turn your mind into a landfill. We cook, chat, Gretel and Hansel. Life's not a fairy tale, people lie very well. And it moves so fast and feel like a standstill. Pandemic kids is grown now, and ain't no way. Take the shot even if it's not open. Fade away, we all gonna die one day and fade away. Move to the country, eat peaches and fuck the pain away. President don't matter, man worship is crazy gay. Even worship that's inverted is perverted. Nothing's gonna happen unless money preferred it. Justice is for sale, can you afford the verdict? Slavery never ended, so they treat us like servants. They serpents.
All right, I'm impressed. This is not the most commercially viable thing. It's a lot of rapidy rap. I liked it though. Shit, fuck it. I fuck with this. I fuck with everything. The mix. Too much music talking about. Yeah, you haven't put up no metal. No metal. Probably can't play it. The closer for the band song open for Lamborghini Eastern. Fucking love this band. Whoo, I can't say that. Sangui Sugarbug. Think you like the production, the inflection, the verses, cohesion. Yeah, I thought this is a cool hippity hop, rapidy rap. Not the most pop music. Not there's no hooks on it. There was a song with a hook, but I ended up taking it off because I didn't like it. Maybe I'll release it. I've played it before, but maybe I'll release it. I gotta really grade the mix. I'm not gonna be too much of a stickler. I didn't pay a guy a ton to mix it, right? I made all the beats. I wrote everything. And then I got to clear everything through TrackLib because that's where I sampled all the songs from, different jazz and whatever songs that got sampled, and psych rock or whatever. Sangui Sugarbug. Sangui Sugarbug? Sugarbug? I don't know. I mean, that helps it, but I'm still far off. But we'll play. This has been a musical episode to kind of end I guess this season of the Vigilante Williamson channel and show and life, because I've been pretty somber just at the idea. Hold on, been somber. That's where I'm at now. They all high, stoned out on this picture. I may do animated videos if I can find animators that are cheap enough. I don't want to use AI. I could have just used AI. I know. But if I can find some animators or some cool artists that are cheap enough, I want to do animated videos. The dude Ron Martin just made an album. Dope. He went to LA, recorded in a Real Deal studio. Had drummer from Megadeth play drums on his tracks. Dude volunteered his drum playing when he heard it. That's pretty dope. You can't even wear the shirt you got in public. That's crazy. Real Wade with some heat too. So we'll play that before we get into this music. Appreciate you being here. Oh shit! It just started going. Obviously, it's going to be a last stream for a while. Hopefully, just a couple weeks, but we'll see. What's Wade got for us?
Too much love drives a man insane.
That's what Wade got for us. No disrespect. Appreciate you being here. And this is Dead as Shit by however the fuck you say this. That video is fucking nuts. That video is fucking nuts. I wonder how much it costs to get animation like that done. Like, shit, if I could get a video done like that, I'd be happy to the motherfucker. That was crazy. All the different countries fight over the last little bit of weed. That's crazy. Dead as shit. Yeah, that shit is crazy as fuck. My 90s obituary. If your metal friends think it's too heavy. I mean, the voice, they remind me of like Metalocalypse. That shit is crazy. Had Putin, had Winnie the Pooh. I don't know. I keep forgetting his real name. The Chinese dude. And Trump with no wig. So that's crazy. I'm not a 2D animator. I couldn't make anything like that. So happy seeing it. Yeah, I would love to get some 2D animation going. Maybe I'll do my own videos once I get a little bit more. I've developed games before. It's just been a while. I made like 2 or 3 games, and only put one of them out on Android. But yeah, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. So yeah, we that was the musical hour. Xi Jinping, yeah. That was a musical hour. Played a lot. We played basically 2 projects: Dempsey's project, aka Drunken Poet. Played my project. Played some scrambles and of course some Zombie Man, and had some bangers. So shout out to the musical hour of this last episode before we get ourselves situated. Hopefully we don't deal with too many copyright issues. I didn't even think about that. You know, we had great contributions. Ogre Squasher came through and threw down $100. Golly, and $100 mean a lot in this day and age. It's always gonna mean something, especially now. And hopefully it don't go to it don't get split up a bunch. All these copyright things. We'll see. And then not only that, listeners toss $5 Canadian. I appreciate everything for the super chat, super sticker situation. So yeah. It's been fun. We're gonna keep going. We'll keep going for a little bit. That's the talk. I mean, I started out yesterday talking about the Fires thing. You have to listen to the whole album now. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. The Fires thing interests me some. The idea that because I'm not saying it's cool for people to start setting buildings on fire. I'm not saying it's probably not a CIA. They're doing it on purpose connection for some insurance. I don't know. I'm sure there's a conspiracy behind it, right? But, I mean, the people are retarded. No. The people have just gotten beat on and beat on and beat on by the system. Pause. And it's like, damn, is nobody going to do anything? The fact that we have, and it's easy. It's so much easier, and this is what I hate about when shit like this got political. It's so much easier to sit on the sidelines while other motherfuckers risk their freedom and their lives and their bodies to do something. You know what I'm saying? So, but you do think, damn, we don't do nothing. Like, we just, because think about how mindlessly corrupt this planet is, especially if you're here in the West and you're here in America. I mean, your money ain't worth shit. They don't raise the wages. They get money. They take money. They generate money out of nowhere. It's a fucking scam. Everything puts you in debt. You can barely afford to live. Minimum wage ain't went up in almost 2 decades. And I can see why people are frustrated enough to want to do something. But usually people don't do nothing. They just keep on buying, keep on consuming. Even me, I still went and bought a house in a fucked up economy for whatever sense that makes. And people just keep on going because that's all a lot of us know as well. This is the system. Just keep going till it fall off because you don't know no better. And to see anybody kind of buck that, you can't help but to feel a little bit of, or even the idea that somebody might buck that. That's why Luigi became such a phenomenon. The idea that somebody might legitimately say, you know what, I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm going to strike back. Shit, you know, that's the whole concept of a vigilante in the first joint, right? Like, oh, somebody's gonna just take the law into their own hands because the system's not doing it for us. That's how you get like the Robin Hood myth or the mythos, right? Rob the rich to get to the poor. Yeah, that and the Trump worship is crazy. Oh, what fire? So there's been it started off, and the first guy was a guy on Instagram. He set a toilet paper factory on fire in California, and he recorded it. He said, you know, if y'all not gonna pay us enough to live, at least pay us enough not to do this. And he started setting toilet paper on fire, and then he set something on fire, and there's been other fires. I don't know if they're related or not, but just throughout the country, there was one in New Jersey, one in Ohio. I think there was total like 10 or 11 of them, and different warehouses, or one was a store. I think it was a store in California. And so a lot of people think that one guy admitted to being inspired by Luigi because they have him in custody. And they think a lot of these fires are kind of just the people finally rising up and burning shit down out of frustration for not being paid enough. And I'm reading what you guys are talking about. This is why I do not like social media outside of doom scrolling for reals. Conspiracy was when all the food plants. I was just about to talk about that too. Remember the food plants that they start setting them on fire. All these food processing plants, over the pandemic. And yeah, you guys were talking about you lost a bunch of followers because you questioned Trump, and appreciate you still being here talking about how he lost a bunch of followers. Man, check out Question's page if you want to see the crazy shit James Gunn was talking about on Instagram. Those were tweets, but Question had all the receipts. I forgot some of the vile shit this guy's older than me, but this vile shit this piece of shit was talking about, and a lot of his stands just defended it. I did not realize how strong James Gunn, out of all, because he's a Hollywood producer, writer, director guy. You don't really see cults. I mean, yeah, people like Nolan Films and Spielberg, whatever, Stanley Kubrick, I guess. But you don't really see that cult-like fandom for a writer or a director, especially with such mediocre material as what James Gunn has. And Zack Snyder for that record, but as much of an asshole Zack Snyder is, he's not talking about raping kids and all the other disgusting, degenerate pieces of shit James Gunn was talking about. In his tweets that I guess they're 15 years old, but he was older. He was older than me then when he made them. He wasn't like no kid. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Yeah, you say you're older than me. I'm 38. But yeah, the political party thing, I was kind of disgusted listening to the one song that Dempsey had just we just played. The political sheeple thing is still a strong wave. 2020 was there was a lot of things, man, but that was definitely a side effect, and I think that was an intended side effect to increase the impact of politics, increase the fanhood of politics, increase the people who use politics as their identity set, right? So that was definitely a part of that massive psyop that was the pandemic for sure. Both parties are sheep. And yeah, you can't be honest about any celebrity or high profile person without getting some backlash. Unless it's one of the ones that have been preordained to be hated. You know what I mean? Because they pick some that you can't talk about, and there's some that you can say whatever about. Well, Robin Hood stole the taxes back the tax collectors were taking, because they were taking more than they should have to keep for themselves. He stole it back from us. See, well, that's still the case. It's still the case because they're taking between taxes, between the cost of everything, between the greedflation, they're just taking way too much from the common man. So I understand why there would be a backlash. That said, you don't want anyone to get hurt. You don't want anyone to get hurt in a fire or anything like that. People going to jail. Is this going to really make an impact? Or is this just a slight inconvenience? Is this going to get the message across? Is this going to be meaningful? I don't know. I'm asking these questions. I don't know. A lot of people want to think so, but I don't know. Because it's you talking about some of the most powerful people on earth. They don't really care about a lot of these things. Now, maybe the middle management might, but they live in such a crazy world, and they're so entitled to the wealth that they have and any little bit of wealth that you get that nothing's going to affect them. Nothing but, you're not going to show them, you know what I'm saying? That's what I tend to believe. But like I said, there's middle management. There's other people. There's just people who who like, hey man, if this toilet paper company fail, I'm fucked. So I gotta do something. Or if whatever warehouse, if this fails, I'm fucked. You know, insurance, I guess, you know, that's his own thing. Or whether insurance companies get involved. Ever since, what was it, Dodge Brothers versus Ford back in the early 1900s, and they sued because Ford he was raising the wages of his workers, and the fallout for that lawsuit was that companies had to put profit over everything. They were going to do it anyway, but that actually gave them legal precedent to do so, and as a result, wages to this day are still stagnated, and everything is so anti-worker, anti-human for the profits, for that number has to go up. And so, yeah, people are pissed. People look at Luigi, whether he was a Fed or not, and they look at him as a hero. They look at whatever happened with this stuff, and they look at him as a hero. It's a natural fucking thing, and I can't really criticize it or dismiss it too much. Even if I'm not trying to say, you know, burn the system down, but I understand that some people do want to, and the system is fucked up. We saw with the Epstein thing, not a soul got arrested. So when you talk about a system this toxic, and there's no Batman to come in the Batwing to save us in this Gotham City that is the real world. So you can understand why some people are like, you know what, put bodies down, burn it down like Seth Rollins. Because if you really think about how fucked up the world is, how unfathomably fucked up the world is, it'll drive you crazy. It'll drive you crazy. And that's without people defending James Gunn. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. Hollywood is an arm of the propaganda machine. Fuck celebrities. Agreed. Of course, people love it. I think we've been in a godless society. People got to worship something, so they worship celebrities. Yep, just wrote. Yeah, we just played one. I don't know if it was talking about the same song, but we played. It was a "Hate Don't Make Us Great." Yeah, I've never seen a cult like that. You are older, you probably are. Except be 38. Zack Snyder wanted to grate Batman. What? That's crazy. Randy said one thing during the show. I was worried he'd put a Green Day ball. He says no man wants for oil. Right before the 11th hour, which was appropriate. Randy. I don't know who Randy is. I don't know if I missed the comment, though. The Lamb of God show. I see. You was worried. The Lamb of God pull a Green Day. I'm glad they're not. Investigating the guy who wrote. Whoa, the guy who wrote Superman getting great. You know, question. Speaking of that, there was a rumor, and I cannot find a thing, but Brandon Routh, who played Superman in Superman Returns in 2006, during the pandemic, there was a rumor that he had to do something with Bryan Singer and who was it played Lex Luthor? Kevin Spacey. There was a rumor that he had to do something with them to get the job. That came out during the pandemic, and I can't find an article on it. Did you hear anything about that rumor? And what am I missing comments? Because Lord knows YouTube likes to censor shit. I remember you said because they did that. Yeah, I remember they did a comic book where Superman got great. They put a pole in his ass, which is wild. Propaganda clearly it makes you, because a lot of people can't see propaganda. A lot of people cannot see propaganda, especially if it's for them. That's the propaganda that is the hardest to see, the one that be right for them. You didn't with the F. RIP to them people can't wipe their ass because of the toilet paper. It got burnt out. People are managed. Denzel Republicans, it's only for us. It keeps us divided and fighting while giving the illusion of freedom. There's no division in D.C. They're all on the same team, and it's not ours, and it's not even close. It's not even close. Think about these two things. We know, this is not, what I'm about to say is verified fact. We know Democrats and Republicans both insider trade. There's no one is diehard enough of a Democrat or a Republican or anything to say that that's not true. No one who follows politics do that, and people still support either side. Those are the two things. It doesn't make sense before you get into every other conspiracy. You don't need any conspiracy. You can say that basic set of sentences. We know both sides do insider trading, and people still support either side and act as if there is a either side. How could there possibly be if APAC exists? How could that possibly be if they voted on which banks to bail out by which shares they held? How could that possibly be a right versus left? It can't. But, and again, I didn't go anything advanced. I didn't talk about no gates or no fences, or I didn't say none of that. We know they insider trade. Nobody gives a shit. We know they can go in there with $100,000 net worth and end up with $100 million net worth by the time they're done. And here's another thing with Democrat and Republicans, I move on. And I've said this, it's an easier way. We already got gender, race, class, all this other stuff that's kind of built into the way humans have always had conflicts and issues and whatnot. But now when you add, this gives them like a secondary means of division, or it's really more like, tertiary, something like that. But it gives another means of division. Okay, if you weren't born into being divided, here's something else. So even if, people can be divided by religion, by race, by gender, by whatever, even if you're not divided by that, here's something else. Well, do you agree on this? And, they look for other things. Hell, we're having a similar conversation with the entertainment things. Those are much more minor, but they can be just as impassioned. If you can be divided on whether you like a property or whether you like a director or not, they're always looking for ways to splinter you off from the pack. Whether it's the family, whether it's the group, even if your own fan group. And we want you as separate and as isolated as possible, as atomized as possible. And politics is one way they do that. Media is one way they do that. Sports is one way they do that, right? Oh, you're an Eagles fan. Fuck you. And yeah, the public made means when it came to Epstein. By the way, it looks like that. I haven't done the deep dive into it, but that guy Pete, Palm Beach Pete, looks like he is Epstein. So Epstein's alive and playing in our face right now. He's alive and playing in our face right now. I'll cue this up and I'll try to get through everybody's comments. Dempsey, and I'll play it. Zack Snyder, he wanted have Batman busted in prison. That's crazy. That's demonic, man. But a lot of these people they don't like the properties they have. That's why they abuse the characters. They abuse the characters. You think you have your plot? Yeah, he's a diehard comic fan. Oh yeah, I've said that. Yeah, he's a New York Democrat. He's not even a Republican, but he's supposed to be the most far right guy. There's nothing he does that's that right. But yeah, he was a Democrat the entire time until when he saw a void in the 2016 election. And I've said this, and people got mad. I don't know, you were here. I were bringing up the connection between Trump and the Clintons, and somebody, I don't know if he's still around, somebody on this channel was yelling at me in the comments because I was bringing up the fact that he talked to all that fake beef in 2016 about him and Hillary. Here's pictures of them smiling together from 2014 back or whatever it was. Here's picture proof of them in the 90s being cool, in the 2000s being cool. And the fact that he had a long conversation before that escalator trip that The Simpsons quote unquote predicted. He had a long conversation with Bill Clinton. That's all verifiable information. Nothing's conspiracy. This is all fact. That he was I say Epstein, I meant Trump. Same demons, right? But they was all part of the he was really connected with Clinton. who owns all the media. Yeah, he's an 80s, 90s Democrat. He was a Democrat the whole time. I'm surprised they let you put the juice box up, Cotton. I'm surprised they let you put the juice box up, because Lord knows they don't like that. You know what? In saying that, I'm also surprised they push so much anti-Jew propaganda on these platforms. They didn't used to allow that. And so I am a little nervous. Like, what is the end game on pushing and allowing that? I mean, I see they got the commercials, don't pick on Jewish kids. Okay, don't. But it's weird that like, I've never seen so much anti-Jewish propaganda. Not saying it's incorrect or correct, but what I mean, you see a lot more of it on social media. Why are they pushing that at the same time? But allegedly, that's their prophecy, is that the whole world is going to get against them, isn't it? After they complete this Greater Israel project that looks like the U.S. is being cut into doing for them. Or at least Trump is being cucked. Kamala may have been cucked too. I don't know. But after that, it looks like I guess the whole world's supposed to turn on them. Maybe they're trying to foster that side of it. I don't know. I don't read the was it the Kabbalah? The Torah? No, the Torah is the good one. Torah is the Bible, the Old Testament, the Bible. What is it? Talmud. I don't read the Talmud. I don't know how this works. I don't go to Eyes Wide Shut parties. I don't know how I don't know how the slice is made. I don't know how they made it. My opinion is, before we worry about the juice box's biggest issues ourselves, we do got to do a better job. We got to make it harder for them, definitely. We definitely got to make it harder for them. And I think, stopping the political brainwashing would be a huge first step of making it harder for them. And not feeding into all the political bullshit. That makes it harder for them. Like you said, be sure to vote for Vance. J.D. Vance. Everybody love him. Plans to make them the most hated group so they can make their victimhood a reality. Yeah. They're fostering both sides of that. Yeah. Yeah, the Talmud is the fucked up one. They supposed to read the Torah. I think there are some that do, but what you're talking about these high profile, powerful people. But I don't know. But yeah, they are. You're definitely seeing a push to make them the most hated group. At the same time, you're seeing a push against it. As above, so below, so to speak. That's a thing. Play both sides of it. That's the whole concept, the red and the blue house. Play both sides against the middle. For decades, they have been. That's true. They've been a victimhood train. Like, you white just like everybody else. Your neighborhood, no one can smell it. Well, unless you're richer. Oh Lord. But no. Always got those shots. But and honestly, I feel I don't be wanting to say stuff about. They got a lot of power. Like you say, that they're the people you can't criticize. Once you say something about them, they ready to cancel you. They ready to tear your life apart. Which, something like that can't be done. No man knows the hour. No man can influence the hour. Can't trick God into Armageddon. And that, if there's any positive, is that you can't. You know what I'm saying? I showed up with a white girl to a comic event. He wouldn't leave me alone about it. Yeah, he got an obsession with white women. Like, cause I'll send a meme. Like, I don't know. I just send memes because they funny or stupid or whatever. Like, what's all these white girls? Like, I don't fucking know. That just happened to be the bitch that fell over. I don't know. Shit. Not thinking that deeply. I just woke up. I got to work. I'm smoking weed, trying to get through this fucking day, and I'm sending memes, man. I'm not. These ain't deep, poetic thoughts. See some bitch fall over or run into a wall. Oh, why is all these white girls? Because white girls are clumsy. I don't know, man. Shit. This is deep white women. I just send retarded shit like everybody else. That's crazy. See, I don't know. I am not an expert on the Talmud and Jewish mysticism. I'm not an expert on it. Said the whole religion is based on tricking God with loopholes. That is demonic and insane. I've heard some of the conventional wisdom, like I just mentioned, as above, so below, and some of the more common stuff that like the Masons and shit talk about. But that's lower level shit. I'm not an expert on that shit. I ain't gonna lie, and I don't want to be. You know what I mean? Because that shit, I don't want to. Just like I don't like doing the manifest. People talk about manifestation. I am trying to think more positive, be more positive. But manifestation is not too far from divination. And you're not supposed to be dealing with that. That's like, actually dealing with magic, and because the spirit world is real. Like, rather you may not be, everybody may not be religious, everybody may not believe in God, everybody whatever. But there's definitely spiritual energy. The spirit world is real. There's a reason people see, who do ayahuasca see the same shit. These spirits, these things, these entities are real. I try not to mess with them, except through the Most High. Like I pray. And that's it. I don't want to do nothing else. You're not supposed to deal with numbers and divination and things of that nature. You're not supposed to deal with spirits and necromancy. I can't remember. There's a set of scriptures telling you all the stuff that's all in that same classification of kind of wizardry and stuff. So I don't really want to know this stuff because I don't want to do it accidentally. You can, that's why people can invoke things. A lot of these cults, like Nexium, have people scraping stuff into their body and stuff like that to try to invoke shit. It's all sorts of crazy shit. Santeria, sacrifice animals. It's all different crazy spiritual practices all across the earth that really do. They have power. There's a cost though. There's a cost. So that's why I don't want to mess with that shit. That's why I don't even want to know. Hey, Cincha, you done missed the damn music hour. We played a bunch of music. I played because I got the mixes back for Potency, the album, so I played it kind of in reverse. Dipsy played some new music. Zombie Man played some new music. Scrambles did too. But I appreciate you being here. This is going to be the last stream for a while, so I'm glad you caught it, or at least part of it. I don't know how long we're going to go. Keep going. But yeah, I closed a few weeks ago. I'm moving Saturday, and it's gonna take me a few weeks to get everything situated. And after I get everything situated, we'll be back streaming. Hopefully by May, and hopefully we'll have hopefully we'll by May. We'll see. And hopefully we'll also have the Potency on DSPs by then as well. So look how they treat Christians in Tel Aviv. Look how they treat anybody who's in Tel Aviv. It's very wicked, a lot of shit they do out there. And it's funny, they'll still play commercials trying to get people to go out there. Do what? Hey, Fizz. Appreciate you still being here. Ayahuasca is what I was trying to say. I don't know what I actually said because I slur my words sometimes. But ayahuasca, people, they'll sip that and they'll see certain entities. They'll all see like what is it? Like some goddess spirit or something like that. Even though they don't, they just independently see it. And what is this? Oh no, I can't play. I can't play this. I'm already worried that. Oh shit, you did have another song. That's right. Is it gonna let me? I just want to. Okay. Okay, we'll play another one of Dipsy's songs. I forgot I had it. Dan Blazarian from Motherfucking President. I'm still not. You've mentioned him a few times. I still vaguely know who he is. I ain't got no crystal ball. A lot of demonic rituals happen in pro wrestling. You know what I didn't miss? Did you react to what I said about and maybe I missed it and I forgot. No, I'm not sacrificing no animals. None. Jesus, Snow Bunny. That's ridiculous. Ayahuasca is a drug. Yes, it's a drug. It's like a ritual in South America, and it's gotten really popular. It's really DMT. That's the active drug. But people do it, and they see things, they throw up, they see stuff, and a lot of them will see the same sort of stuff. Not Cotton. Question: did you ever hear the rumor that Brandon Routh had to do something strange for a little change to get the Superman job that ended up not really being anything? And then you also mentioned something about demonic ritual. So I got to ask you thoughts on Chris Benoit. And you say yes. That story came out and it disappeared, and I can't find any fucking evidence of it. But it was supposedly from his own mouth saying, pause, but saying that he had to do something with Bryan Singer, who's a known pervert, and fucking Kevin Spacey, who's a known pervert. And then you said Chris Benoit, man, I don't know how, if he wasn't, I don't know how he got a lap pulled down with 400 pounds around his neck. And I don't know how a Wikipedia got updated. And this is 2007. A Wikipedia got updated before it happened. And then they have the kid, and he says he doesn't know. He just saw it on the phone. I don't know how all that shit. It's a lot of weird shit. I also don't know why when Chris Benoit was talking to Chavo, he said, "Hold on, let me get the door," and he never was heard from again. The next time that his family, or why there was so much beer but no alcohol in the system. Those are all weird things. Weird things about the Chris Benoit case. And whenever you say anything, and I get it, it was probably the worst thing that ever happened to wrestling. Wrestling really has never recovered from that. As far as the viewership, everything. They went PG the next year. They tried to tone it down. David should reopen the case. But whenever you talk about the case, everybody just wants it to just go away. But, and I don't know if, some people talking about Kevin Sullivan. I don't know enough to tell you who did it or why. Could have been Kevin Sullivan. Could have been WWE we just talked about spiritual practices. Celebrity sacrifice is a thing. If you look at, I talked about how the on-screen product suffered, but if you're talking about the financial state of Vince McMahon since then, I mean, he's made a lot of money since, and WWE sold for a lot of money. He's made untold riches since. So from his financial standpoint, if that is a thing, there's some motive. But yeah, there's you get rid of all your sins, swing a chicken over your head. That's some weird stuff. Yeah, I don't like messing with that stuff. Honestly, I think that stuff pisses God off. And that's the last thing I want to do. So I'm not messing with that. I think that's how you mess with spirits, and I think that's how you end up. That's why there's always a horrible backlash. Think he was killed by his wife's ex. So you're in the Kevin Sullivan camp, which I'm not saying he was or wasn't. Kevin Sullivan was a Satanist, allegedly. He had a character that was a Satanist, and allegedly he and Nancy, which was a woman, that's Chris Benoit's wife, apparently they was in some sort of Satanist cult at some point. You say he paid his dues with Jimmy Snuka? Maybe. I know Jimmy Snuka got convicted. Nobody ever brought up about how Vince got him off in the first place. Pause. But with Jimmy Snuka killed his ex-girlfriend. He was being held somewhere in the state of New York, one of those smaller cities. Vince McMahon allegedly goes to the police department, gives them, 50 to 60 grand. Jimmy Snuka is let out, and the case, this is the 80s. There's no internet. There's no nothing. They just shut the case down. They just don't investigate. 60 grand and 80, 60, you're like, shit. You know what a motherfucker would do for 10 grand right now. What you think somebody gonna do for 50? It was, I say 60, I think it was 50. It was 50 or over, but it was that type of money. Maybe it could have been, shit, it could have been 10. But allegedly he tosses some money around the police department. Snooker's out. It doesn't get investigated until the 2010s. And by the time they put him in jail, he dies. So, I don't know. You're not wrong. My house loan, these banks are demonic as hell. Banks are inherently demonic. You're not supposed to charge interest. The whole credit system is demonic. I'm not gonna bring up the group that put that for y'all. Know I can't do that as much as Cotton keeps trying. But you're not long. These banks are demonic. I don't know if you know. Oh yeah, he is cool with Odyssey Jones. That was crazy. Yeah, Odyssey lost his job. It got proven that it was untrue. They did him like they did Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer was a pitcher in MLB. I should have known somebody was gonna go after Trevor though, because he was just kind of like, you know, he was smashing through these holes. And when you have a reputation for smashing through these holes, sometimes they get pissed off, and one of them want to get revenge. And so he had a rep of just smashing through these holes, running through these bitches. And one of them had a false allegation. They never let him back in the MLB. It's been like 2 or 3 years since it's been proven untrue. They still won't let him back. I know he was in Japan. I don't know where he is now. He's one of the best pitchers in the league. He may have lost I don't know if he would have been a Hall of Famer. He might have. I'm not going to say for sure. It wasn't for sure, but he could have been. So he may have lost a Hall of Fame career over a bitch lying. It's the coincidence crew. You're not allowed to know. But you know what? The weird thing is, how come speaking of coincidences, some people get away with it, some people don't. You know, Nikki, like you said, Nikki Bella beat the shit out of her husband. Nobody cares. Odyssey Jones had an allegation. It went away. It's untrue. No, he actually didn't get fired. He got fired for the rumor of the allegation, because we never got a full reported allegation as to what happened with Odyssey Jones. We never got a statement as to what was purported to be occurred. We didn't hear, like, you know what I mean? There was no like, oh, okay, he got into a fight with his girlfriend. We didn't get nothing. We got the rumor of an allegation is what got him fired. And then it was proven later that it was bullshit. But we didn't even get a story for Odyssey Jones. We got the rumor of a story, and he got fired. And they let Nikki Bella back with no problem. It's select your favorite thing, Richard. Selective outrage. Selective. Some people, some people can do certain things. Some people can't. Just like Pete Rose gambled, he could never make the Hall of Fame. Shohei Ohtani gambled. It's his translator fault. That's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? And Lord knows how many people gambling right now. And then you even got Michael Porter Jr., while his brother's getting into it, talking about, well, think about this. You could change all your friends. And you also got to think about these players. One of the reasons they go broke. Why do they talk about players going broke 5 years after they leave the league or less? Why is that? A lot of it's friends and family. So what's a quick way you can have all your friends and family come up in one quick moment? Gambling. And a lot of these, guys like Giannis, he's with Cauchy and one of these gambling. A lot of these guys got gambling contracts to the sites. But all you need is one night. You know what? I'm not gonna play the whole game. So bet the under. I'm gonna fake an injury after the first quarter. Bet the under. And now I don't have to give you $10,000, crazy uncle and distant cousin. I'll let you make $100,000 off your own. Easy money. And all I did was a normal night. It was just a normal night for me. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So how many? And yeah, they may catch one guy here or there. They're not gonna catch every fucking body doing this shit. You gotta think how much gambling is going on. Cause y'all not pure degenerates. People are gambling on like women's like softball. You know what I'm saying? And that shit, you can gamble on what color trunks CM Punk is going to come out with for WrestleMania. You can gamble on anything now. So all the different gambling opportunities there are for sports, man, they'll never catch everybody with this shit. Never. Never. To be fair, larger picture, nobody cares about a man gets beat up a woman. Unfortunately, that's true. Actually, openly mocked. There's a difference, not to me, but general. Unfortunately, it's true. And it's more common. It's becoming more common. A lot of these girls know you ain't gonna do shit, so they trying to put their hand. I hope no girl ever think that about me. It'll be an OJ situation. A girl thinking I'm not gonna do nothing, and she put her hands on me. But that's become a more common thing. That's why, if you ever get into an argument, discussion, try to leave and record yourself trying to leave, because and you still might not get out, because fucking Jonathan Majors was running away from his girl and still somehow was assaulting her by leaving and trying to escape. It's hard to think about. Think about Milli Vanilli looking at all these TikTok hoes lip syncing and getting paid. That's crazy. One of them killed themselves over it. I think the other one might have died. I think they both might be dead now. And now it's a thing. Everybody just lip syncing. Because Milli Vanilli was kind of, they had people write the songs, people sing the songs, and then they had them as the dancer front people, but they ain't really, performing. It's crazy work. Yeah, he's friendly with Odyssey Jones. And happy night to the Happy Dinosaur. But yeah, it's funny what Dipsey said, but it's true. One of them killed themselves over the shame from getting caught lip syncing, and now it's just, TikTok. It's the cool thing to do. Girl, you know it's girl, you know it's girl, you know it's true. Shout out to Milli Vanilli. So I know they ain't thinking about you. I'm thinking about you, Cynthia. Whenever you ain't showing up, like, damn, what's going on? I hope you good. Hope you good. Hope you nice. Hope all y'all good. Yes, Happy Dinosaur. All fans are like that. Just same with a lot of video game fans. Our NFL fans encourage the show to be garbage by refusing to stop watching it. Yeah, one of them died. One of them killed themselves. Guilty's never guilty. The innocent's always guilty. It's weird. It's inverted. But yeah, one of them. I don't want to just talk out my ass. Let me bring up the aforementioned Wikipedia. Blame it on the rain. So, Milli Vanilli. Pop duo from Munich, Germany. I didn't know they're from Germany. Fab Morvan and Rob Pilatus. Duo was founded in '88. They combined pop, rap, R&B, disco, and dance music. Hired Brad Howe, John Davis, Charles Shaw, Jody Rocco, and Linda Rocco to sing on the records, and had Morvan Pilatus dance and lip sync their performances. The debut album, All or Nothing, was released in Europe in 1988 and repackaged as Girl You Know It's True in '89 for the U.S. Spent 8 weeks at number one. Wow. And produced 3 number one singles. But yeah, they were most popular act of the year, one of the more popular acts of the year. They won 3 AMAs and Grammy for Best New Artist. Then the rumors spread that they didn't sing their songs, and then because they got European accents, obviously from Germany, and then they had the malfunction that girl you know it's girl you know it's girl you know it's true. So yeah, let me see again. Following the scandal, they became the butt of jokes. Morvan Pilatus assumed they will receive offers from other record companies. None came. Morvan said, "One day you're rich and famous, have all these friends. The next day everything is destroyed. You're all alone." He took a job teaching French at a Berlitz school. Performed in small videos and hosted a show on LA KIS FM. Pilatus fell into addiction in '96. Assaulted 2 people and broke into a car. Was sentenced to 3 months in jail, 6 months at a drug treatment facility. So yeah, has made several suicide attempts. Drug rehab in '97. Where's friend died? I thought one of them killed themselves. He died in 98. Okay. Why can't I must have missed it. Not to be dark. Okay, maybe it wasn't a suicide. It ruled a death accidental. So I take that back. It was not a suicide, but it was drug induced, alcohol, prescription drug overdose in a hotel. Well, a lot of times those overdoses in the hotels aren't always. Now I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it from I think Question may see what I'm saying. Whenever you see drug overdose, hotel, celebrity, usually it's not what it once seemed. So I don't know. Now that I'm looking at this, rest in peace to the brother. And I think the other one died. Was it more recently? No, he's still around. So the other one is still around. Fab Morvan. So I guess it wasn't a suicide. So I'll take that back. But he did have major drug issues. He did have major drug issues after. Stepdad doesn't understand by him watching Super Bowl. Bad Bunny gets more money even if he changes the channel during halftime. Yes, I mean, it's we kind of talked about it earlier. It's a lot harder to give up these things, these habits that you've been doing. It's almost like a habit, almost like a drug habit. We just mentioned the guy having drug issues. If you've been watching the NFL, you've been watching the MLB, the NBA, Star Wars, or one of these other big properties, Star Trek, and you've been paying attention to it for 30, 40 years, to even 10, 20 years, it's like you have so much invested. There's almost, what is it? Sunken cost fallacy to some extent. Instead of that time invested, maybe money invested, you buy merch. So it's like you get, because I can't make it make sense, my own fandom of, like, why do I care about the Lions? I know this is rigged. I know they're not, this year, they're probably not going to be that good of a team. Why do I care? I don't know. Shout out to the Beast Independent Strong Woman who sang their songs. That was CC Music Factory. They had the girl from It's Raining Men, but she was the Everybody Dance Now. Dun, 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 dun. That's the same girl from It's Raining Men. Hallelujah. She's the same girl. She sung in both songs. She has some side. I don't know if she's still around. But yeah, CC Music Factory. They didn't put her in the CC Music Factory videos. Shout out to the Weather Girls. Fuck that. Pretty sure Super Bowl performers get paid a fixed fee. I'm not sure how that Super Bowl stuff works. Cause I don't know how those contracts work at all. I know there's definitely a perceived raise in status. I don't know. They deserve everything for the god awful. Oh no, Rob, he OD. Yeah. Girl, you know it's true. Girl, you know it's so. Yeah, Fab Morvan is still performing. Yeah. Girl, you know it's. Girl, you know it's. Girl, you know it's true. Blame it on the rain. Sitting there doing Catholic Latin stuff. Okay. Keeping the chosen ones at bay. I guess I gotta appreciate it then. En Vogue was better than them. Shout out to En Vogue. I don't get too attached to franchises. That's good. While y'all are young, some of y'all young, Happy, Fizz, Richard, don't get too attached to these franchises. Autism just makes it hard to understand if a hobby doesn't bring you joy, why stay? It's like not like a loveless marriage or a shitty job where you need the money. It is, you know what? It kind of is like a loveless marriage. The reason you're staying is because you're chasing that first high. You're chasing that high. So as a Lions fan, I was a fan of this franchise all this time. Then we finally got good. And so now you're hoping, oh man, what if we actually win a Super Bowl? But they're not paying that off. That's not how it works. They want you to be addicted. They want you to invest. Right? If they win, you're not going to come back. So what you do, you get them to where they could have went to the Super Bowl, but then they fuck it up. And then they come back and they one of the best teams and they fuck that up. So now you're like, oh, man, are they going to be good or not? And then, oh, they're not. Or maybe they have a bounce back year. They win a few more games. And then they go to the playoffs and fuck that up. Now I'm invested because they almost win. They almost doing what I want. So I got to see it pay off. Now, I don't know why people are Dolphins fans. I couldn't tell you. Or I guess Cowboys because of the status of what the franchise used to be. But like, there's certain if you're a Dolphins or a Jets or a Browns fan, I know, Dolphins and Browns have went to the playoffs fairly recently, but it's just like, yeah, it's just chasing the dragon. That's exactly what it is. You know what I mean? And it's like there's no real reason to be a Browns fan because they're never going to win. I don't think the Lions are going to win either. They're giving us a little rub, just like they're giving the Bills. They'll send us back into the doldrums soon enough. Same with the Bills. I don't think the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl either. It's just all just to tease you, just to get a market, to pop a market, to get a market of people in a region to get excited. But it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. Yeah, Jay-Z is connected to it. Yeah. Because 50 said Jay-Z didn't want to perform, and M is the one who stood up for him and said he wouldn't perform without 50. Still, your local game shop has no PS2. They got a shit one of PS3s. I see. Grab one tomorrow. Yeah, PS2. I mean, I wonder if they're becoming, because that's a vintage console now. I wonder if it might be a little more expensive. Give your OG Switch a new home. I thought about getting a Switch because they can be had at pawn shops for fairly cheap. But yeah, it's chasing the dragon. I think that's what all the fandoms. That's what you can be sports. It can be you're chasing the dragon of good. And then if something like Star Wars, I'm starting to notice that Grogu is the new mascot for Star Wars. I didn't realize that, but then they said Star Wars Day, they show that little baby Yoda motherfucker. Symphony of the Night, that's a cold ass game. Cold ass game. I have a CRT TV, which I got to move over there. I may put some resources behind getting all the consoles, getting that set up. That'd be dope. That's number one game of all time. That's a hard game. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Some people do. Who cares about Star Wars? Aren't they putting out 2 movies? Or is it 1 movie in a series? They got some Grogu movie coming out, and what's up? Darth Maul has either a movie. You can beat it in over an hour. Pause. That's crazy. That game's hard as fuck to me. But as y'all see, I'm not the greatest gamer as far as skill level. My reflexes are just not that good. But they're coming out with 2 big. They got Grogu. I think it's called Grogu and the Mandalorian, and then a Mandalorian movie, and Darth Maul show. So yeah, that somebody. Yeah, pause. Am I chasing the dragon? Maybe been buying, but are you enjoying yourself? If you're enjoying yourself, then that's all that matters, right? I got Lego sets, man. I have like this garbage. Beat it. Yeah, pause. Plenty of pause. But as long as you enjoy yourself, do what you want, man. Life is short. You gotta find things you enjoy. And if you enjoy the stuff, then don't worry about it. Having fun with new Star Wars nostalgia relics more than your old stuff. Yeah, I mean, more than the new stuff, I should say. Which, of course, because a lot of new stuff is not worth a damn, right? So it is tricky. You don't want to be an addicted fan. I used to use, before the Lions got good, and now they suck again, of course. But I used to use Lions fans. Like, you keep expecting something to happen that never is going to happen. I could probably do more retro gaming. I got emulator stuff. I could probably do more retro gaming streams. Maybe we start doing more of those if I can get it going. A little bit smoother. We'll see. We will see. But I can't. That's the thing. I'm not. Here's my issue. I can't beat any NES game except maybe Super Mario. Like I can't beat Battletoads or some of those super tough games and Ninja Gaiden. Fuck out of here. I have no chance. No chance in hell. You got no chance. No chance in hell. I ain't got no chance in hell beat one of them games. Zero. Zip zero. But I mean, I'll play them. I can play them. Swimming channel. I still should prove to you that I can swim. I gotta just get an underwater camera and just do it one day. It's not that hard to swim. And I don't know how this became a stereotype. Professor Geek said it best, and I argue, and I agree, or best, and I agree. Consume stories responsibly. Everything you consume has an effect on you. Like what you eat has an effect on you. Absolutely. And I haven't worded it like that, but I've thought that for a while. That you gotta, in the same way you gotta protect what you put in your body, you gotta protect what you put in your mind. I guess that's how I would phrase it. Because that clearly they do. I was talking yesterday. How come writing got worse? I think the reason, I blamed the main reason I was blaming was what's that shit, Twilight, because it proved that you didn't have to be a competent writer to be a profitable one. They like that better than watching speed running. Maybe we do more of that. I do want to do more gaming stuff, but and then once a bunch of people consume that, they think this is okay, this is good. Now you can collectively lower the standard. He phrases like a beer commercial, fair enough. But you do gotta watch what you can consume, and you gotta watch what you accept, because once you accept the lowering of a standard, and that could be a standard. It doesn't have to be a standard of quality of writing. It could be a standard of the morality of writing. I think one of the big issues with something like a Superman is that he's too moral a character. The unbelievable thing with Superman is not, and this is where I don't want to give James Gunn any credit, because it does seem like he may have done, even if he totally fucked up the movie, he may have at least got the idea of Superman's morality being the point. Like now in a post-Homelander / boys and just evil Superman after evil Superman, whether it's alternate universe or Injustice or Invincible or one of these other properties that had a similar premise. Now the unbelievable part is not that a man can fly, is that if Superman had all these powers, he wouldn't immediately become the emperor of the world. Because we've become morally so jaded and so cynical that we don't even buy into somebody being good on their own. That if someone had power, of course they would just want to take over. And that used to not be. We used to, maybe it was cheesy, but everyone used to think, the good guys will win at the end. That's why all the movies, the good guys win at the end. And now we don't have that. Now we expect the good guy. We don't even think the good guys are good. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at the world that's reflected, why would you? Why would you believe in anybody? Why would you believe in yourself? Don't believe in anything. Nihilism for the win. Nihilism for everybody. Or nihilism, however you want to pronounce it. Not being completely nihilistic. You're a big Superman fan. You love the James Gunn movie. See, I didn't. Snyderverse hurts your soul. I understand that. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of either Gunn or Snyder. I thought the Justice League was okay. I liked the one scene in Batman versus Superman. If I never see another Snyderverse or James Gunn movie, I'm cool. I'll live. Believe in G's everyone else is a failed experiment. That's one way of putting it. I agree with that. Yeah, believing in the Most High is important. Honestly, I know you said we'll keep God around. Because if for nothing else, when people don't have it, they're gonna pray to something. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. No. Was it spread my wings and fly away? No, shout out to R. Kelly. I was not expecting R. Kelly right there. But reminds you of your favorite Warhammer book, Gazgul Thraka. I know I fucked up the pronunciation. Prophet of the Wine. The plot is the guys won't believe in me until I believe in myself. Great book and great message. You definitely got to have self-belief. That's something I struggle with to this day, to this moment. Self-belief. Because it's just like, oh, man, am I doing this right? Am I going to fuck this up? That's why, shout out to, I heard the term retard maxing. Because now that's the new added word, maxing. You're this maxing. But the concept of just doing stuff just to do it. That's how you get people worshiping Orange Man, yeah. People, human worship. People worship something. If they don't worship God, they're going to worship something. Whether it's themselves, whether it's a cult of personality leader, whether it's a TV show, whether it's a creator of a TV show or a movie, whether it's a company, whether it's an ideology, whatever. Whether it's a gender identity, people will find something to worship. Tar maxing is rampant. Sometimes I'm not total tar maxing, but just to get something done, like just do it. If it's fucked up, fuck it, because I'll never get anything out. You want the exact opposite? Read the Chronicle of Thomas Covenant. I'm not familiar with that. IDK, the world wants you to pick a side. Not sure they're going to be happy with side you pick. Fair enough. Still, he may have that self-belief to wage war on the cosmos, but I love that art. I still love that art. I see. I'm not familiar with the Warhammer thing. I wanted to get into that game when it came out. I'm not sure if it's still being supported though, but I never did. Y'all know I'm behind. I spent so much time doom scrolling, and even before doom scrolling, just fucking around on YouTube. I don't have time to actually do anything consistent. The what you call the game? There was a Warhammer 40K game that came out a few years ago. Thomas Covenant is the worst protagonist ever. I never heard of him until you just brought him up. There are no gods or monsters here, only men. BioShock. Let's see. Society is degrading the prison rules. One must survive. Just saying. There are multiple Warhammer 40K games coming out all the time. I see. Well, they had a video game a few years ago that I forgot what it was called. It was pretty popular for that little flash when it came out. But I forgot what it was called. And I never even had heard of Warhammer until this decade, until 2020. I was never Fire Warrior. I'm not sure. It was it almost had a Gears of War look to it, like a third person type shooter. I gotta look it up. Warhammer. Okay, Warhammer video. And I literally totally forgot what it was called. Was it Space Marine 2? Maybe it was Space Marine 2. I don't know. Let me see. What is this? Fantasy. Warhammer 40,000. I think it is Space Marine 2. I'm just looking on their Wikipedia real quick. So yeah, they do have a shit ton of games. See, I think the game I'm thinking of is Space Marine 2. I'm pretty sure. I'm 90% sure that's the game I'm thinking of. Yeah, Space Marine is it. I think it is it. Thomas is an old leper who lives alone, lives in a bottle, being a shitty person all day, taking his condition out on the people around him, thrust into a Messiah-like situation, high fantasy, I see. Worse than Judge Holden. Space Marine 2 is the first. I thought, no, it's described as a third-person shooter, the one I'm looking at. Just the Wikipedia. And third-person shooter and hack and slash. And this looked like what I was thinking of. Third-person shooter with hack and slash elements. Sequel to Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine from 2011, which I never even knew existed. I knew nothing of the Warhammer world until 2020. Nothing of it. So this is the only game I knew of it. I didn't know there was so much lore and so much extended stuff. Speaking of tabletop, I got into painting Battletech miniatures with your brother. That's pretty cool. I thought about getting back into Gunpla, but I can't paint to save my life. You're confusing it with bolt gun. Okay, no worries. Holden was a demon. Played the crap out of the fancy Warhammer games, not the 40K stuff. I'm a casual Warhammer thing. See, I didn't realize until I scrolled, look at the game, there's fantasy Warhammer and 40K, that these are different things, and that's just too much. I don't get it, but hey, as long as y'all enjoy it and it's that escapism, that's what's up. But I'm starting to get a little I was more of a D&D guy. Starting to get a little tired. I wanted this to go on forever, but still got stuff to do, still got to pack, and got to move. So I'll try to do a phone stream by the time I move next week. But I think this is going to be the last stream for a while, last normal stream for a while. I guess both of you guys are D&D guys. I never got into the tabletop thing. I know there was a wave in the 2010s where all of a sudden tabletop stuff got really popular. Thank you, Happy Dinosaur. I appreciate that. Get a chance, listen to that one. Oh, shit. We'll leave on that. How about that? I forgot to play that. So let's, if it'll let me, let's sign out on that. And this will be the last thing. So it's been cool. It's been real. I love all you guys. Thank you for it's off stream. I was supposed to play it on stream. Yeah, everybody subscribe to each other. Thank y'all for joining me and dealing with my bullshit and being loyal year after year. You know, maybe this channel will grow, maybe it won't. Who knows? But it's been fun doing it. So I will be back in a few weeks once we can get situated at a new place. We're going to play some Dempsey, a song called Thought Crime. So it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged to share and subscribe, please do that. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night and God bless. I'm just going to play the song and just shut the stream down after that. So let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Text on the screen, now they taking your freedom. Tapping your keys like they taking your kingdom. Creeping your DMs, decree what's legal. Thought could you be with a badge, no equal. Kicking the door for a slur and a message. Cold crack cops doing speech, crime inspections. Private confession, they weaponize context. Call it protection while killing the conscience. Type one word, now they track your intent. Treat your text thread like a threat to the state. Brits got blitzed by the thought police. Click quick with a wrist twist. Brit, that's hate. Clip your tongue with a click of a clause. Criminal cause for the wrong damn pause. Down to the syllable, digital, minimal, a slur in a PM. Prison is literal. What you whisper in the dark, they wanna weaponize. What you mutter to a friend, they wanna penalize. If a thought is a threat, then the mind is a crime. And your freedom is a fuse they can cut anytime. It's a thought crime, tight lines, treat it like landmines. Wait, what? Once on, once lit, now they decrypt your damn mind. You ain't free if a text can dead you. Speech ain't free when the state can't rewrite you.
own shackles, syntax surveillance, citizen silence by systems assistance, codes in the cloud get combed and collected, context killed, every joke dissected. Quick click court with a keyboard jury, judged by emoji, convicted by fury. Neo Jacobins, check into the matrix, cross safety while they carve out basics. Talk too sharp, make your phone's an accessory. Think too hard, they can scroll to the stick. One chick, watch it with a quarter for offenses, acting like your language is a loaded set of lenses. Cross that line, they expand definitions, rewrite diction with a technocrat's vision. The message is private but punishable still, then a prison in a place that the public will. Tracking every tick and tap, tactically taking your tactical laps, cracking your caps in a capture trap. Classified chat gets clapped, that's that. Syntax scanned by a state run stack, speech map black, bagged in a pack. Freedom hack like a bureaucrat stack, kick back, dig attack with a digital bat. Whoa, it's a law crime, tight lines, treated like landmines. One time, one slip, now they decrypt your damn mind. You ain't free, give or take, can't rewrite you. Speech ain't free when the state can't rewrite you. Welcome to the West where the walls have eyes. Say the wrong word in a war and arrive. Welcome to the West where the walls have eyes. Say the wrong word in a war and arrive. Whisper what you want, but they're already listening. Write what you want, but the sentence is glistening. If a message is a crime, then the mind ain't yours anymore. Hell, I got censored right in this track, no metaphor. Welcome to the era where the crime is what you say, like a metal legend.